I'm speaking here.
We're good.
Screw this, gonna watch it out, guys.
Okay, so you're telling me right now, if I put my money in Elongate, I'm not gonna be a millionaire.
Yo, listen, man. This video I'm trying to make about don't be dumb money. It's directed towards you. It's an
So
intervention.
you're telling me if I put $100 right now, in 20 years, it won't be up there? Like Elon won't be relevant anymore? We won't be on Mars anymore?
Listen, folks. Are we live? Are we live?
We're 100%.
All right, folks. Welcome to the live stream. Lots of stuff going on here. Look, we had a bit of a flash crash. We kind of just wanted to live stream with you guys, update you guys on our thoughts and the state of the market. Talk about potential dip buying opportunities. So, man, what are you saying here? Where should we start?
Just sell everything. That's what it
Just
is.
sell everything.
Just
Yeah.
panic, sell everything. Look, man, we dropped. I don't know why everyone's panicking. I'll be honest with you here, because
We had a 5% drop. Why wouldn't we panic?
you know what? I guess so. I
No,
guess so. I
no,
don't
look,
know. I don't know what to tell you if that's the case.
ETH dropped 13%.
But we're recovering. Like, aren't you seeing that?
No,
Like, if you go to the
yeah,
daily chart,
it's long ways to the downside. It was all bought up quickly.
that's what I'm
very
talking
quickly.
about, man. I don't
Yeah.
know why is everyone going crazy right
What
now.
do you mean? I thought like when things fall, you panic sell. Aren't you supposed to sell the dips? Is that not how it goes?
That's yeah. You buy the tops and you sell the dips. That's exactly.
Right.
Look, man, we gotta stop playing here. I mean, yeah, no. Bitcoin did drop. If you go to the 4 hour, you will see. Is it on your end right now, or you want to show your screen
We got
first,
Bitcoin.
or?
Yeah, we got Bitcoin.
Yeah. So that's the thing. I mean, we did go all the way down, all the way actually down to the 53,400, and we pushed back up to the 55 like it was nothing. We just, it took how long? Let me just go back here. Yeah, what, an hour? It was an hour of a drop, and now we're back up, and we have long wicks at the bottom. So
Yes. Only thing though, we are below. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. No, you can keep cutting me off. It's all good.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm done.
All right. We're below the 50 estimate on the daily. So that is concerning. We did get bought up, but just being below that is concerning. Now, one thing I kind of wanted to say here in terms of buy the dip, because look, I think there's a lot of great buy the dip opportunities, and we're gonna get into like safe coin and these meme coins here in a second. I got a lot to say about that. But folks, one thing you can do when you're trying to figure out, what to buy the dip on, you go to CoinGecko here. You go to see what's down the most, and you try and find a good project that's down, and that could be a good place to buy the dip. Theta, great project, down 10% in the last 24 hours. Polygon down 9%. What's good here that we like?
Hey,
Vechain down 8%.
Can you run this? Give me a second, okay?
Sure. Okay. All right. Yeah. Polkadot's down nearly 8%. Kusama 7.3%. So we're down on everything. Synthetics down 6.3%. So I made a video earlier today talking about how Kusama and synthetics I think are very undervalued right now, and how they look very interesting based off the charts. They've both dipped quite a bit. Kusama dipped quite a bit. We fell exactly to my support level where I discussed in today's video. So if you had watched that video, and if you had placed buy orders here, you would have bought the dip and already been up on Kusama. So folks, like, subscribe, comment, share, hit
are you
that
already
bell icon.
are you already shilling Kusama? You're already
Bro, of course.
Kusama? I left for 2 minutes.
I gotta shill you my videos. You gotta watch my videos. Look, man, I made a video earlier saying if Kusama falls here, this is where I'd be placing buy orders here at 380. That's exactly where it fell to, exactly where we found support, exactly where I said I'd place buy orders. And if you'd place the buy order there, you would have been up on Kusama right now. So any kind of substantial dip with any one of these great projects like Kusama, Polygon, Polkadot are definitely worth entertaining, in my opinion. Even synthetics down 6.3%. Folks, whenever there's a flash crash, just see what's down the most, and that's what's good. And then, that's kind of how you select, or at least how I go about selecting what to buy the dip on. Zilliqa's down a lot. Vechain's down a lot. What are you saying here?
No, so maybe look, let's just bring it back to Bitcoin just for a second. I'll share my screen quick, just so you guys know what we're talking about, right? So this is what happened. We're here for a while. I know I got a lot of EMAs here, but maybe I'll just scale it down to exactly what we need to see. So all we need to care about at the moment is the daily moving average for Bitcoin. This is the white line here. It's the daily 50-day moving average, just locked at a 50-day. But right now I'm looking at the 4 hour. And yeah, this is what it looked like. We had a specific area where we know buyers are coming in. First point, second point, third point, and now look. So it looks like the market is respecting this zone. It's respecting that we do anticipate buyers to start coming in. And that's what it looks like is happening right now. So if you see before, we're talking about a couple live streams before, we're saying, look, even if Bitcoin not crashes, but I guess downtrends for a bit, it will bring the whole market down with it, regardless if it's Matic, regardless if it's Ethereum. Actually, not even Ethereum is up 2%, I guess. But it went all the way down to, wow, I actually didn't even see this, $3,650.
Yeah,
That's
no, it
crazy.
crashed. Yeah, yeah.
So the whole market will be brought down with it. Majority of the market will be, and that's what we're trying to always say, right? Because whatever Bitcoin does affects the whole market. So this is what happened with Bitcoin right now. Had a bit of a retracement, and it got, we're trying to stay within this range because you can see here, same thing. This is the same exact candle if you look from before here that we had on April 25th. Same exact candle we're having right now. Just flashes right below. There's a lot of buying orders that get, automatically filled in and just pushes right back into it, right back into the zone. Same thing again here right now. Looks like that's what we're trying to do within the next 1 hour and 30 minutes. Let's see if it actually holds, but I'm already seeing that retracement happen. Back up is just already recovering, but this is typical. This is nothing crazy. And yeah, soon enough here, we're going to see Bitcoin make another movement either to the upside, but that's what we said. The longer we wait till we reach this apex, the more critical the movement is. And any break outside of this or break above it is going to catalyze a movement straight to the top or straight to the bottom. So it's an ascending triangle. We know buyers are more aggressive. Sellers are coming in at a constant. We know exactly the zone. It's not as aggressive as the buyers, but we're pushing. So we need to see how does this happen and where does it break out, and if it continues to go above and move like that. So that's all I want to say.
Yes, no, I agree with your astute observation here. And let's, go on assuming we're forming something of an ascending triangle here. We're near the apex. So eventually we're going to leave this consolidation pattern. Whether we could draw like a micro ascending channel, an ascending triangle here. But very soon we're going to leave that. And once we do, we're going to pick a direction, a substantial one. And another thing here, if we can hover on ETH on my screen here.
Yeah.
So ETH has been impulsing quite a lot since kind of, April the 25th. We've really been, even before that, but we've really had a substantial large impulse with not any kind of substantial correction. And so ETH is quite overextended. It's been ripping past different resistance levels. And so we're starting to show signs of some weakness here. All right. We can see here looking at the 3 hour that this entire impulse held the 20 exponential moving average on the 3 hour. We broke below it with this wick. We're above it now, but if we break below it again, that's our cue that we could see more correcting and more consolidation. I think if ETH breaks down again from 3,900, if we cannot hold that as support, then I think 3,200 to about 3,300 is the logical next major support level for Ethereum, with a likely temporary support also at about 3,500 as well, based off this volume. But I think 3,200, 33 makes some sense. Lots of volume there. Two fib levels converging right here at about 32, 3,300. So I think, a 35, 3,200 Ethereum makes a lot more sense if 39 cannot hold. And do not be surprised if that happened, because we're quite overextended. We haven't had a major correction. And so I think something like that is definitely well warranted. And it wouldn't be anything to freak out about, okay? I could be potentially what?
No, that's not. I agree.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, what could it be a potentially great buy the dip opportunity? So what are you saying here, huh?
No, look, we've been saying Ethereum has been way overextended for a while now, and the longer we stay on the scarier it does get. So if we're looking at the daily, same thing. I fully agree with you. You just summarized it fully right now, so this is pretty good. I agree with you. We are way overextended. And so right now, we're seeing some sort of. The only thing, the scariest thing about it was the fact that while Bitcoin was stuck at such a critical level, this thing was just pumping a lot. So I think a lot of buyers now looking into what's the next big thing. And Ethereum looks like it's the next safest investment besides Bitcoin. And yeah, so I think right now we're way overextended since what are we looking at here? Let's just maybe as soon as we had this breakout, let's say it's from all the way here. So at beginning of April, pushed all the way up here. Within 38 days, we're up 113%. So then from the beginning of the year, if we're looking here, we have January. So it's 3 months, 4 months time here. We're having from January 1st, boom, all the way to the top here. And yeah, that's 500 and some percent, 512%. So, but we haven't really seen any major retracements. Always a pump upwards and then sideways movement. But right now, what we're seeing here is that for the longest time, we were looking at the $2,000 region. We broke above it, came down to at a retest, and now we pushed all the way to the 4,200 something. So I do, a couple, last week, I think we were looking at Ethereum saying it's still overextended, and, it continued to go up. So the longer this thing is just too parabolic, it's not even having those bad days. And right now, it got bought up pretty good, went all the way down to the $3,630. Right now, we're trying to push back up. I mean, what else can you say here? It's just, I don't know what I would say for the most part, just understand that it's extremely volatile. And like you're saying, if we're just talking about levels that can hold us, I think the $3,550 is a good level. And if you're looking here at the VPVR, you'll see that Ethereum was somewhere here at this peak, and below us we have these zones that will act as a cushion. So somewhere here, if you're looking at the VPVR, giving you the trading activity, if we're above areas like this, these peaks, and then we have a valley here where there's not a lot going on, but then right below us there's something like this, you can see right away how it got bought up, right? So you'll see a lot of people that are saying, hey, this is way too oversold. This Ethereum should not be at the 3,600 at the moment. I'm buying it. So is it going to continue to retrace? Could be, but if anything, this is the level we could be looking at, the $3,540 for sure.
Yeah, and look, guys, things can continue to act irrationally. All right, we are in a bull market, so we can continue to impulse even though we're overextended. But at this point, I'm leaning more towards ETH correcting sooner rather than continuing to pump. Because look, we hit our fib levels. Like this is the largest impulse we've seen with ETH since January 2020, since around that time. So we're quite overextended without a substantial impulse. We're starting to show signs of weakness by breaking below key support levels that we've held all throughout our impulse. So again, I think just that key thing that we need to look out for, that inflection point, is 3,900 and that 200 and that 20 EMA in the 3 hour. Because look, folks, we held the 20 EMA in the 3 hour throughout the entire movement upwards. So if we start to break below that and our fib level right at 3,900 and our volume right at 3,900, then that's the cue that Ethereum is ready to break down further. So 3,900 is that key level we need to hold if Ethereum short-term bullish. And again, let's say we break down to 3,200. Great by the dip opportunity. That would be, let's see, how much of a correction would that be? Roughly 22%. Very, very mild. So it'd be great by the dip opportunity. So yeah, man, look, so we got a lot of coins to look at here, folks. If you like this live stream, do us that favor, like, subscribe, share, hit that bell icon, click on all the links down in the description. We'll be happy campers. So man, what do you want to look at here? I got a bunch of charts. What are you saying?
Maybe we can go through Vechain. I'm pretty sure everybody
Let's
would
take a
love
look
to
at
go through Vechain.
Let's take a look at Vechain.
Let's check it out right now. I'll just switch quick here. I have it on my chart. So this is it. We talked about it today in the morning. Now we're saying we're very close to breaking out, and we still are. We still believe we are. Overall, this is the chart we're looking at. We know exactly where the parameters are for us to actually stay inside. Overall, if I maybe just take off this right here, and this is the zone where, so as soon as we dropped, it looks like we're just trying to go back into that zone over here. So it looks like Vechain is trying to maintain above the 20 cent region. We went all the way down to the 18.7 cents, and we're going back up. So let's just see by the end of the day here, we still have an hour and 24 minutes to go. It's already getting bought up. Maybe if we go to lower time frames here, we'll see what's going on. So this is the daily. We still want to go to the positive in terms of the momentum to the upside. We're getting to that apex, and that's what we're always saying, guys. Every time we get here, it gets pretty crazy, it gets very volatile. Overall, we know this pattern, we're pretty familiar with it. We're uptrending in the side symmetrical, horizontal wedge pattern. And as soon as when we're uptrending into it, we know for a fact that, not for a fact, but overall that the market would be anticipating a break above, and then a push back up to the, a target level that's equal to the base of this wedge, and that would take us somewhere close to the 40 cent region. So right now, this is what's happening. We know that support. Maybe I'll just hide this here just so we can. So this is it. I would say this is it. We have this guy over here. We know exactly where the support is, and it looks like Vechain is trying to get back into this range we have here. Yeah, it's just pretty clear. We're trying to go back into that zone. So if that happens, next couple of days, Bitcoin also starts to recover again and go inside. This is what Bitcoin is trying to do right now. This is connecting the closing prices of the previous two dips, and it looks like if this actually does maintain, Vechain would have the next couple of weeks a good week or a good month depending. But this is the dip. Another dip here. These are the closing prices. You always peak sometimes. You peak through those prices. And then today, we're actually peaking through that price again right now. So it's nothing crazy. I don't know. It's nothing crazy to me, man. But if we're going back to Vechain, looks like Vechain as well just peaked through this. Let's see if it closes above and maintains that. And then we're just back on track again, like nothing happened. So
yeah, I agree. Where's that volume? If we just stay on your screen, where's that volume? If you go to the VPVR, that's right nearby us. What price is that?
This is somewhere close. This is the 19.6 cents.
Okay, yeah. So just for me, the only thing I would add here is I think we want to remain above that to remain bullish.
Yeah.
If we start to break below that volume, I would start to get worried because we have a lot of resistance above us in that case. So that's the key thing I'm looking out for in terms of Vechain here.
Yeah. Let's see, man. It could be by the end of the day here, a hour and 20 minutes. We could go back up. Depends. We'll see. And that's the thing, guys. Look, the market always goes up and down, and you just try to forecast what happens, but you can never predict it. So you just prepare for it. That's what it is. You just say, hey, I have these criteria. If it continues to break above here, if the closing price doesn't hit here, if it just goes above the 20 cent, I want to be out. That's how it is, right? And it depends on your risk tolerance. So you shouldn't be always scared.
Of your time frame as well.
Exactly. Right? Yeah. So, but anyways, back to you on your screen here.
Yeah. Well, look, folks, just a few things. Looking at CoinMarketCap, if I were to try to decide what to buy the dip on, again, I go to the daily, see what's down the most. Aave, it's down a lot. I could DCA Aave. Synthetics down a lot. I could DCA Synthetics. The graph. See, you just find whatever you think has good long-term fundamentals, and you take a look at the charts, see what looks interesting, and kind of buy that. Now, look, man, if you're okay with this, I mean, let's take a second to talk about these meme coins.
Go ahead.
Shiba.
You gotta love them.
And Doge.
I know you like them a lot.
I certainly do not like them. Look, I was gonna make a video on this, but I'll just share my 2 cents here on the live stream as well. Folks, when it comes to these meme coins like Dogecoin, look at these Mustangs. One day I'm gonna have one of those. Anyways,
you can see, guys, what this guy's been searching, man.
Oh,
he's been
100%.
talking about this all day.
Yeah, but no, like staying on topic here. Looking at Dogecoin, looking at Shiba, another meme coin, SafeMoon. Folks, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, not because I like being rude, but because I like you guys. I don't want our audience losing money. These meme coins are a dumb money move. Be careful with these meme coins. Look, they have shot up and had massive parabolic growth. Shiba Inu is what? Some $14 billion market cap. It's ranked 15. Look at this chart. Look at this parabolic growth.
Very great fundamentals, man.
Anyone buying him now is dumb money. Folks, do not be dumb money. The money plays with these things are probably already over. These are extremely precarious projects that will crash at the slightest hint of weakness in the market. As soon as retail gets scared and people, the balance between buying and selling slightly shifts towards the selling, it could really, really crash. So, folks, I know a lot of newer people are in Doge, a lot of newer people are in Shiba, a lot of newer people are in SafeMoon. Okay, the money has already been made in these plays. People who've been in for months were the smart money. Anyone getting in now is frankly dumb money in my opinion, because there are much safer plays than these coins, and I think there's plays out there that have potentially a higher ROI potential. Now, could coins like this continue to rise and continue to go up in value? Maybe, sure. As a trade, or maybe if you're just putting in a little bit of money just to see what happens, just to have some fun, sure. But just if you're newer, just understand the state of this market. You're FOMOing into a project with no fundamentals at the top. It's extremely precarious. Maybe it could go on 2x, maybe it can go on 3x, but the risk to reward ratio makes absolutely no sense. There's coins that are safer, there's coins that have higher ROI and have fundamentals. So just be very, very careful placing any kind of real money through these coins. And if I'd been in Doge or in Shiba or in SafeMoon and made money, I'd be taking profits 100%. So, I would. I'm not saying 100% of my everything, but I would definitely be taking profits.
So you're
So,
saying no elongate.
folks,
That's what you're trying to say.
Messin called me. He's like, "Yo, let's take a look at elongate." And I'm like, "Dude, come on, man, elongate." And you were trying to give me shit. You were like, "Oh, aren't you the shill? You're shilling me
Nah,
already."
look, I'm just trying to sound like one of those guys, man. One of my friends here, he's probably watching. I don't know, so I don't want to go too crazy, but I'm just saying, it's one of those things, man. It's people, I guess. When you get to I saw a survey. I wish I had the link here, but there was apparently a survey done by this news channel. It's like 1 out of 3 investors in crypto or whoever's like involved in crypto actually has no clue what crypto is, or just they know just whatever's popular, and that's that. They don't know the actual structure. They don't know what are the certain pillars in the ecosystem. What are certain what coins play a major role, what coins play just it's all about the hype. Which coins are only majority for traders. Traders trade the coins, and that's pretty much it. And that's pretty much it, man. Like, I mean, you need to know what you're in it for. If you're in it for to make money, then there's so many different things out there that you will 100% lose money on. There's a lot of things that you might get lucky. So I would say all these people that were holding Dogecoin for a while never knew that Elon Musk is going to talk about it. So you can never time these things. You can never time it. And majority of the time, even though we're very heavily involved in the market, so many times, man, I get caught off guard with things that have been running for a while, and I just never got to know what it is, right? Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. If you're hearing about something right now, it's probably already too late for you, right?
Yeah. And look at this. I'm sorry to interrupt, but look at this chart, man.
Drake said it best. Go ahead.
Look at this chart. What? This is a $14 billion derivative of a joke with no fundamentals.
Yeah,
folks. I like if you want to throw $100 at it just for the fun, just to say you own it, whatever. But if you have any kind of real money on this, if you've made any kind of real money, I mean, I'm not a financial advisor. We don't do financial advice, but fuck, man, take profits. Like shit.
Oh yeah.
This thing could crash hard, folks. And look, I know a lot of new people, they're confused about what crypto is. I mean, a lot of people even think crypto are shares, right? Crypto's not shares. Now, anyways, enough of this soapbox. Let's get to some questions here. So
no, I know you want to talk a lot of smack about this meme coins. Man.
Well, look, I just wanted to hopefully help out a few newer people who maybe saw some things based off TikTok and think they could flip $100 into $1 million overnight. And the people who've been in before anyone like knew about it, those are the people who made money. Once you know about it, once everyone knows about it, that's who smart money sells their bags to. The people who FOMO at the top. Do not be dumb money, be smart money. Smart money buys the bottom and nobody hears about it.
We should make a shirt with that, with that 100%. But guys, if you like this so far, if you can do us a favor, like the live stream, would definitely help out with the engagement, and it will show it to more people on our channel. So then we can share all this information and make sure people don't put their money where they shouldn't really put their money in. But George D. Willoughby, sorry if I butchered your name. Thank you for the $5 donation. Please take a moment to explain how to get my Vechain off Binance into a wallet. Many wallets don't take Vechain. Also, what cold wallet to put it in? Now, I guess Google is our best friend here. I just Googled something quick. Saw Ledger, Vechain wallet, secure VET assets. So yeah, it looks like Ledger does it, but I know Ledger had some sort of problems the past last year, so also keep that in mind. But that's the only thing I would say take a look into. Not really fully. I would just say do your research about it, but look into Ledger. If you search Ledger Vechain wallet, there's a bunch of things that you can check out. So, but anyways, thank you for the yes.
Yeah, sorry to keep putting you off, man. First off, thank you, appreciate that. We have a link for Ledger, so if you want to buy a hardware wallet, it's one of the safest ways to store your crypto. I just posted it in the chat here. So check that out. That's one way to store it in cold storage. Another way to store VeChain specifically is the Vechain Thor wallet. I have used that wallet in the past.
Like an
It
actual cold
does.
wallet, or
No. It's not a cold wallet, but I'm just there's just
okay,
expressing the different options out there.
yeah, go ahead.
Ledger's cold storage, VeChain Thor. It's just on your phone. So there's plenty of options to store VeChain. Honestly, just if those two options don't tickle your fancy, just Google it.
Definitely. So let's see here. VeChain is weird to transfer into Ledger, definitely. So when you look at the 1 second chart, well, we don't really look at the 1 second chart here. Shitcoins ruining crypto. Can't believe, because listen, Shiba. Yeah, I mean, look, man, you can think about it from a different perspective too. Say that at least it's not pumping other coins that you want to be in. So whenever those dips happen, it's definitely ruining the market. But it's also, you're also if you do your own research and all that, you're actually better off having other people invest in something stupid like that too. So. Anyways, but you'll always have that. Anyways, back to the charts, man. What do you want to look at besides that? So we're looking at, you want to look at Doge?
Uh, well, I mean, we can look at Doge if you want.
I don't want to look at Doge,
Um,
man.
Now, something that maybe I could chill just for a second here, and I know I keep mentioning this like every live stream, but
Decentr.
I'm gonna keep mentioning it. Yeah, man, you know it, because I'm gonna look back 6 months from now, and this thing's gonna be a few dollars, and it'll be like, hey, I kept trying to tell you guys about this thing. Financial advice. I could be wrong. At the end of the day, I could be wrong. Something might seem like a nice idea. So, excuse me.
Hey, man, you're good.
I'm good. I swear, I'm good. Something might seem like it has a good chance of doing well, but just because something has a good probability doesn't mean that it's guaranteed to manifest. So, Decentr is a project that I like to use as an example of a pick that I think has a higher ROI than Doge or Shiba that's already pumped to the moon. This project has real world great fundamentals with giant catalysts ahead after a massive consolidation pattern. So like this is a great pick. For example, this thing, it's like 25 million in terms of market cap last time I checked it. Again, why would you be buying a $14 million derivative of a joke that has no fundamentals when there's something like Decentr that's 27 million, which is a browser competitor to basic attention token with better tokenomics and massive catalysts this quarter. For example, they're launching their mainnet, they're launching their browser. So the biggest catalysts in this project's history are launching this quarter. We've had a massive run up, a massive consolidation pattern for quite a long time. We're now just starting to break out some of our resistance levels, but forming new ones. So I think if and when this thing gets above 36 cents in one of our fib levels, kind of price reactive zone, I think we could start making moves to the upside. Once we get above these red trend lines, I think we're retesting all-time highs and then entering price discovery. So
There we go.
yeah, that's what I think is going on with here.
There we go. I think it's actually a good investment overall. So I agree with you. Bringing it up every time here, 100%. I actually agree. I like it.
Man, look again when there's people are putting their money in Doge and there's projects like Decentr out there. Like I gotta mention it. Yeah.
100%. So what's next here? Let's see. We got what do you guys want us to look at? Maybe let's just see here. We definitely broke the ascending bearish wedge on Bitcoin. Target in the high 40s. Y'all think we'll hit in the coming days? Target in the high 40s. I don't know, man. We definitely broke the ascending bearish. No, I don't think we actually broke it, because you got to understand where the closing is. That's what I always try to say here, because if you're looking at this, you'll always see. So if we go back to Bitcoin, it does look like, oh, we actually broke outside of it, but where's the day going to end, right? If let's say right now we just had some sort of a movement all the way to the bottom outside of it, if the daily candle actually closes back inside, that's a bullish move. That's a bullish move. So it's not like, don't take it as in, oh, on the 4 hour here we actually broke outside of it. No, this could be a nice hammer candle. This right here, we still have 1 hour to go for the day. And if this hammer candle actually closes inside this range, above this closing price at the 55,687, this would be the best bullish, candle we can get here. We crashed, went back in. This is telling you that the sellers tried to drive the price all the way down. Buyers right away came back in and pushed the price. And you can see also as well here. although it's not even, it's not even green, but the closing price was below the opening price. Then again, as soon as people see this, look what happens. The market right away recovers to go back up. As soon as we see a hammer candle, that's across the whole market. And yeah, something like this, for example, too. You'll see all over the map here, I guess, all over the chart. So we have 1 hour left. Let's see where that closes. I would like to see it close exactly above the, what did it open here? At the 55,733. I want to see it close above this price today. And if it does, I'm happy. Next question.
Yeah. Well, first off, I just say, Crypto Nate's in the house. What up, man? Good to hear from you. Good to see from you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we did we did talk about Shiba for a little bit. This is Shiba price predictions. Look, man, if we just went on a little rant about Shiba. Look, I'm not a fan of Shiba. It's blown up so parabolically. If I'd been in this thing, I'd be taking profits again. Look, could this thing continue to make people money? Sure. Is a nearly $15 billion derivative of Dogecoin, a coin with no fundamentals, sustainable? I don't think so, man. I definitely wouldn't be putting my money in this. Now, look, if it's like something just small to have a little bit of fun, that's a different conversation. But if it's any kind of real money, I definitely would not be putting the rent money on something with no fundamentals and this kind of parabolic growth.
Yes, sir. I agree.
Yeah.
So looks like people here want to also take a look at Matic. If you're good with that, I have it pulled up as well. Whenever
Perfect.
you're good, also on your end. But so we've been talking about Matic for a bit here. If you see the 4-hour chart, I'll just zoom out a bit. So we've been talking about it ever since it was here. We identified a bull flag. What a bull flag is, you have a flagpole. Then you have a downward channel where you see descending channel where you see exactly where the resistance is. You see exactly where the support is. You wait for a couple of data points. You need to get the top, the bottom, another top, another bottom. You create some sort of channel. You see if the market respects that. And you clearly says how it respects it here. And you can see how buyers try to push. We try to come back again. And then we just play it around it for a bit. So again, while we're going down, we had a zone over here where you see that we have a lot of support at somewhere close to the 74, between somewhere 72 cent and the 75 cent. And we're saying, look, if this breaks above this level here, we identified some sort of a range at the 77 cent. And I actually got into this as well, into a swing trade, and made just a bit of, a good, what did we get here to? I think, let's see, I actually got at the 79 to be exact, as soon as we closed above. Well, all the way up 33%. So that's the thing. You identify this range, we close above it. As soon as we closed above it, we just pushed completely all the way to the top. And the reason why is because you can see how the market was fully reacting to this range, trying to fully smash it and just literally knock at it a couple times, jab across it, and that in return will weaken that resistance, and eventually we're gonna break above it. You'll see here on this daily candle, you'll see the 4-hour candle, you'll see that we're above average. As soon as the market saw this, even here, even if you're looking at the daily, maybe that would show us yeah, you're not gonna see much here. Maybe the 4-hour or the 2-hour. Yeah, there you go. As soon as at the breakout, we're pushing up. This is a nice breakout. Came in, stop loss in the bottom here below this line, and just kept on moving up. And now this is where Matic is sitting. The whole market is trying to go down. We just need to wait on the day to see what Bitcoin wants to do. If Bitcoin closes in, I think the market will continue back to going to normal. But in terms of profit level taking off of this bull flag, I think Matic we should be good still to go up to the $1.30, man. I don't know what you think, but I think that's what I'm looking at.
This looks potentially very strong because look, we actually flash crashed pretty hard, but we held the breakup point. Look at where we stopped correcting. Look at where we found our support. It was exactly at the breakup point. That's very, very good that we held that as support. And so, look, man, I think this was a perfect setup. We were talking about this for a while. I mean, you entered this yourself and you did well. Now, I want to describe one strategy that I've been implementing that's really helped improve my trading game and has really increased the number of profitable trades I make. And I keep mentioning this every time I have the opportunity to, which is whenever I'm in a trade, swing trade or something, and it starts going my way, I immediately either use a trailing stop loss or put my stop loss in profit. That way, no matter what happens, I'm making a profitable trade. I don't lose money and I make money, even if it's not as much as I possibly could have. Now, something else I like to do whenever we're impulsing is I try and find what exponential moving average closely hugs the impulse. So right here, if we look at kind of the upper bounds of our impulse, we can see that the 20 exponential moving average on the 30-minute pretty closely hugged the upper leg of our impulse here. And so as soon as we started to fully break below it and get candles below it, that was our cue that the uptrend had shifted and that we're now entering into a correction phase. And if you would have set your profit, your stop loss a little bit below this 20 EMA, you could have sold this thing near the top. So I always look at what EMA closely hugs the impulse. As soon as we break below that, that's kind of my take profit strategy, my point where I take profits on scalps.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, and also that candle right there, long wick to the downside at the breakout. This is potentially very bullish.
Oh yeah, it's just showing you the strength. It shows you how many limit buy orders we got right below, just ready to get filled, man. That's
Yeah,
what it is.
this got bought up. But just one thing I would add too is, we have all that volume above us. So I'd want to see this get above 92, 93 cents for this to see bullish continuation.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Perfect. So what else we got here, guys? BNB, we got Ethereum. We talked about Ethereum.
Someone asked us to take a look at BPRO.
Let's look at BPRO. I remember this.
Yeah, so people have been mentioning BPRO. Do you know what it is? I know we
did a quick analysis on it here. I have it open.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
So this is what we're looking at with BPRO. Looks like we're still respecting this range over here, somewhere close to it's not even at this is literally exactly at a cent right now. It's 1.1 cent. We know where that support is. For some reason, my VPVR isn't even showing, which is okay because I think there's almost nothing to show. But yeah, this is on KuCoin right now. It looks like we are getting somewhere here. It's been really quiet. We know exactly we're getting to the apex. Volume for the selling has been a lot right now, which is obviously because the whole market's down. But you'll see this pattern all across the crypto space, and you can even argue that this is some sort of like a downward channel like this, some sort of a bull flag as well. But I think it's just too jittery here, too choppy for us to assume something like that. Yeah, I don't know what you think, but overall, yeah, I think this is downward. Something like this would make that sense. And yeah, if we're looking at where it could go or where it can get to, something like this over here would actually make sense for it. Let's just see here. Maybe if we take this is the flagpole, put it I don't think it's gonna get us to all-time highs if that's what we're taking, but I think it's been really rechasing down, and the all-time highs we had was at the 4.7 cents. Sometime soon here we're supposed to break out. Now, is it to the bottom or to the top? I think we still need to see where Bitcoin goes, but you can see how we've been losing momentum. Again, if you watch our live stream or the channel, we always say the same thing. As soon as we get to the apex here, guys, I don't trust the indicators much, but I trust the volume. If the indicators get very skewed because they have skewed results basically, or show skewed readings because it's so tight here that the data that's getting into account is very narrow and choppy. So I only think I would kind of trust here is finding that support. I would also trust the closing prices I get. And right now, if the daily kind of closes, telling you that there's a lot more selling happening right now. There's rejection above the EMA. So what I need to see for BPRO is it actually closing above this range over here, somewhere close to the 1.4, 1.3 cent. And I don't want it to see at least get back below this guy over here. So we have some sort of a range at least somewhere at the 9 point, so not even literally exactly a cent. I don't want it to go close below that. And as soon as we start pushing back above this guy, I think we have a very good chance of going back above to these higher levels. So it's pretty good, but Bitcoin is kind of moving the market. So
yes. Look, man, I think it's actually pretty interesting. So I'm looking at the website here, trying to understand what this thing is. And from what I can understand, you guys let me know if you guys know better here, but it seems to be kind of like a gaming index protocol, similar to like the graph, but for gaming, where like on Marshall's like indexing for DeFi, it seems like indexing data for gaming. Okay, so interesting idea. Gaming's big, NFTs are big. So if they're building out kind of a a database of kind of copy and paste code for new protocols and you use BPRO, that's actually a compelling idea. That's actually very interesting. So that if that is indeed what this thing is, and I'm just starting to look into it, just looking at the website, so I obviously need to do more research. But that's actually an interesting idea. This thing is also low market cap, 52 million, and we've had a 78% correction from all-time highs. This is actually extremely interesting on multiple
I know
fronts here.
it could actually go
Yeah,
up heavy.
this could actually blow. If this has any kind of like actual fundamentals and real buyers, if this breaks out and starts to make new higher highs and gets above, I'd say 1.819 cents. Like if this thing's above 2 cents,
Yeah,
above that volume, this could definitely retest all-time
I
highs.
agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
this looks actually very interesting. But ultimately, look, we need to get above our white trend lines here. We need to see what way we break out because, like you were saying, man, our indicators could be saying anything, but we need to wait for the breakout point. And also, I wouldn't want to see this break down any further. Like
Yeah,
if this breaks down any further, I would be like, this is not,
right.
this is not good.
Yeah,
Um, yeah. So yeah, well, those are my thoughts with this thing.
I agree. I agree. What else
Yeah.
we got here? What do you guys want us to take a look at besides that? Is buying ETH now still good to invest? Depends. It depends how long you want to hold it for.
Uh,
That's what I would say.
ETH will flip BTC this year, according to Crypto. I don't know about this year, man. But maybe I don't think this year. But hey, look, I think next cycle, 100%. Because here's my thing with ETH flipping Bitcoin. I don't think it will flip it until after EIP 1559 is introduced and implemented.
Yeah,
So for those who don't know, there's a major upgrade coming to Ethereum in July, EIP 1559, that will make Ethereum deflationary. So once Ethereum is fully deflationary, and if they start to solve some of the scalability issues with things like Polygon and also sharding and other things, then in that case, I think has a very good shot of dethroning Bitcoin. But I think personally, just myself, it has so much momentum that I don't think this cycle it will dethrone Bitcoin. But hey, I'd love to be proven wrong.
yes, sir. So yeah, no, this is BPRO then I guess. We can take a look maybe somewhere also at BTT as well. That could also be something. Unless you want to say something else besides that on
No,
BPRO.
no. Let's take a look. I want to see, what do you feel like shilling? You don't shill much. I mean,
I
I
would
know the
say
shill.
BitTorrent, man. To be
Let's take a look.
honest, yeah,
Let's take a
this
look.
is what I have right here. And if you're not familiar with what BitTorrent is, it's just a file sharing server online. And yeah, they've been in the file sharing business for a while. I think right now it could be the next biggest thing in terms of what overall. So we have DeFi, we have blockchain development, all these sectors within the crypto space, and file sharing. I think would be the next big thing as well. So BitTorrent also has this token where you can, I think, you can use it for a bunch of stuff as well. While you're, if you're torrenting certain things or file sharing certain things, you can use their token to either speed up that connection or have access to more seeding power. Or there's a lot for you to research upon. But yeah, it just increases your speed of the file sharing. Depends. You get rewarded for sharing certain files on the blockchain itself, and yeah. It's pretty nice, and you can also earn BTT for also sharing those files. So I think it's pretty good so far. Filecoin right now, I think what are we looking at in terms of market cap? $9 billion market cap. Circulating supply is 70 million out of 2 billion basically. And if you're looking at BitTorrent, what are we looking at in terms of market cap? 4.3 billion. So the next biggest thing besides this Filecoin, I guess. So that could double. But I think that the file sharing sector didn't really get that much attention yet. So this could be it. Right now, BTT is sitting all the way here. We have, if we're just looking at the chart specifically, we had a breakout and we actually pushed all the way up to the almost close to a cent, but we just literally sat at the 0.91 cents, and now we just literally just retrace back down. So it looks like it's on sale. I might be adding more to my position, but I think all-time highs here were at 1.3 cents. I think it's a good project I can get behind. Just tokenizing, decentralized file sharing. These guys have been in the industry for a while as a server, so I like it. I guess that's something I can comfortably show for sure.
The only thing I would say with this is that if we break below that white line, your base there, this is actually very worrisome if we break below that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
So Yeah, so that's my only caveat, my only 2 cents that we want to remain above that white trend line. But if we do, that looks very interesting.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Now, maybe I can take a second here if you're cool with this to shill
Yes.
something I've been looking at recently here, which is Liquity. Folks, this is one project I've started shilling on the channel. I looked new a bit. I like it. I remember talking about this with our VIP Discord members at around I think it was $26. So you could have been up a bit if you'd been a member of our VIP Discord, folks. If you want to join our VIP Discord, you get access through our Patreon. Link for everything is down in the description below. So, what is this thing? Why should you care? This is a protocol that allows you to borrow against your Ethereum, and they offer 0% interest loans on your Ethereum. This is a big deal because as ETH continues to rise in price, as this bull run matures, more and more people are going to be making more and more money and want to buy Lambos. So, but yes, but let's say you want to buy a Lambo, but you don't actually want to sell any of your ETH. You could collateralize your ETH, get a loan, buy a Lambo, and pay 0% interest. And then, if ETH doubles, you sell some ETH, you pay back your loan kind of thing. I don't know what you're doing with your loans. Bottom line is you can get a loan, do whatever you want for 0% interest. As the bull run matures, as more people continue to make more money, I think something like this is going to look more and more attractive. If we look at the market cap here, 83 million. So it's not an ultra low capper, but it is a low capper for sure. I've started DCA into this thing, and even the chart looks extremely interesting. Massive descending triangle. We're finally seeing a bullish breakout. We're finally seeing higher highs and price action here. So if this thing gets above $31, $32, flips another fib level, another price reactive zone, I think this thing could really, really start to fly. And I think eventually retest kind of the $60 area. $60 is kind of my minimum price target. If we break past that, oof, we're flying. Yeah, flying, folks. Yeah, I like this thing.
Perfect. I like it too.
Yeah.
So let's see here. What else do we have? So we've been pushing here almost close to an hour. And maybe we'll do a couple more charts. Homies, thank you for the video. See you guys in the chat later. And everybody, don't forget to like the stream. Holla to a dollar. Holla do a dollar, whatever. Oh, now brown. Okay, all right, whatever. Thank you. Yeah, guys, if you like the video or like the live stream also, make sure you support us. We highly appreciate it. I guess we can take a couple more charts here. Maybe if we're good on your end, I can maybe show Zilliqa just to give a bit of an update here, since you guys have been asking for it in the past live stream. Yeah, you're good with that, or?
Yeah, let's take a look at Zilliqa. The only thing I would add here is, folks, we're almost at 23,000 subscribers.
That's true.
We are, a couple tens of subscribers away. If everyone on this live stream who isn't subscribe, we might hit $23,000, folks. 23,000.
What?
23,000 subscribers. So, folks, do us that favor, subscribe. We really appreciate it. But yeah, man, let's take a look here, Zil.
Yeah, so this is what I got for Zilliqa. Today we had a video. Not sure if you watched it or not, or if you didn't watch it, then I don't know what you're doing. But this is it. We're on the daily right now. We were all the way up here, 23 cents. Went all the way back down to the 19 cents. And now we're closing above here. So if you watched the video, these were the levels we were looking at in terms of support. In the morning, we were somewhere here. This is the level of support. We just took the dips and the valleys of on the VPVR just to show us where we could possibly find the support. Just like this is pretty much it here. Usually what happens, if we're somewhere here, let's say the price is somewhere here, and if you're looking at this guy here, maybe I'll just grab a quick line here. So something like this. For somewhere here, the price is somewhere here, and then starts to get to this area, somewhere closer to 21. You'll see that there's a lot, a lot of activity behind it, meaning now, because we're above it, this is going to act as a support. These levels are going to act as a support, somewhere closer to 20. So we have this guy over here, and this area over here, somewhere close to the 15. And it looks like, Zilliqa is nicely reacting to that level. Looks like we might be able to actually close above it. Overall, the level that we were mainly looking at was the 22 cents. Actually, the 22 cents specifically. You'll see how many times we got rejected off of it. And Zilliqa failed to actually break above it. 1, 2, even here. We just peeked through it. Didn't really work. Again, peeked through it. Not until recently, like 5 days ago, we actually went all the way to the top. And we held it. We held it for a bit. Today, Bitcoin's doing its weird movements again. So that's fine. We're here. soon enough, we'll see what the day holds for Zilliqa. We still have 49 minutes to go. If buyers actually push the price back here, then I'm convinced that this is actually a good support. And if Bitcoin actually ends up deciding to maintain the higher level here above within this range, then I would be pretty happy too. And I think that's also going to affect the Zilliqa's price. So overall, again, if you haven't watched the video, we had this. We overall on a macro scale, we know exactly where sellers come in. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times where we know where the resistance is, and on the bottom 1, 2, 3, somewhere here where it crashed all the way down 4 and 5 right now. It looks like we literally just went down to retouch that level again. So if we break above this level, we could be going all the way up to 30 cent. Literally, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, dude, that actually looks interesting because we're fully been reacting off that channel, right? So as long as we hold that channel, yeah, no, Zilliqa could really impulse up. Pretty sure it's down quite a lot. I think it's been kind of underperforming. So Zilliqa looks interesting, folks. I think right now we want to be looking at what's underperforming, what's dipping. You don't want to be chasing 100x pumps on projects with no fundamentals like Shiba or Seifu or some other bullshit coin that could look, man. Again, if it's as a trade, a little bit of money, it's if it crashes, it doesn't make a difference to you, sure. But there's so many good projects out there with great fundamentals that it just doesn't make any sense to put money in these jokes.
No,
yeah.
I agree.
I love how you're trying to get me to move on quickly. Like,
I'm not saying anything, man.
But hey, look, I saw we have a question here about Luna. Are you good to keep going here?
Yeah, let's go.
All right, folks. Look, we've been live streaming for a little bit here. If you guys can do us that favor, like, subscribe, all that good stuff, we really appreciate it here. So one project that I wanted to mention, I saw it kind of here in the chat here. Take a look at Luna and KSM. I'm pretty sure we already talked about KSM beginning of the live stream here. So let's take a look here at Luna. I like Luna quite a bit. All right, this pattern looks very, very potentially
precarious.
Bullish. No, bullish. Okay, it is precarious, but very bullish on a few fronts here. Large impulse, downward moving channel, bullish breakout. This could be a bull flag as long as we hold above this precarious level here at the breakout point. So, folks, we need to remain above this breakout here, kind of $15.60 to about $15.80. If we start to break below $15.60, and I'm worried that we are no longer short-term bullish. As long as we remain above $15.60, then this bull flag scenario is still in place. And if this is indeed a bull flag, I think we could retest all-time highs or even potentially $25, $26, as long as we remain above the breakout of $15.60. Key thing that we need to look out for if we're trying to gauge when we could break out, we need to get above this volume here at $16.70. If we get above that volume at above $16.17, then I would probably start to dollar cost average in. If we get above this red trend line, I would further dollar cost average in. If we make a new high above this level, further dollar cost average in, or further high above this level, above this level. So every kind of level that gives us confirmation of the bullish uptrend, I would DCA in. So this thing is very interesting, both short-term and long-term. Ultimately, we need to remain above 1560, and we need to get above 1660.
I agree.
Yeah, there we go.
Perfect. So,
so what are you saying right now?
Let's see, man. Whatever the people want. We got what do we got here? Almost 37 people. Look, this is the VIP. This is the VIP group here, guys. So whatever you guys want us to take a look at, this is fun. We can go for days here. Let's see here. Kusama's dipping now is a good time to borrow more. What did you say on the? What did we look at? And we did actually look into this. Into Kusama in the beginning. We're saying that it did break out, trying to find the support. Look, at this point, I would say, honestly, just to kind of summarize it a bit, let's just wait on whatever Bitcoin does. Just check with whatever Bitcoin does. There's 45 minutes for the day to close. We don't want to tell you, check out this, a good time to buy, and then Bitcoin actually continues to downtrend. So this is what we're saying, guys. Keep this in mind. We're trying to close above this price. And we want Bitcoin to close above this price. We want Bitcoin to get back into this triangle range, and that's what it's trying to do right now. So that's pretty good. And let's just wait to see. I would say honestly, like even me overall, I've been holding a lot in terms of getting into a lot of these other coins because I want to see Bitcoin actually get to the apex here and do something. I want to see it actually go up or go down from here. So overall, one can argue that we're here, we're pushing above. We know where the buyers come in, we know where the sellers come in, and right now it could be soon any break below because we know exactly what's happening here. We have higher lows as we move forward, 2, 3, 4, but these are just like the intraday, I guess. This is what I'm looking at, somewhere close to this support over here. So 1, 2, 3. I don't want Bitcoin to fully close in terms of the daily candle below these levels, right? And as soon as we start seeing Bitcoin go below this level over here, then I'm actually kind of worried about it, right? So this is what we're doing here. We're reacting to the market. We're getting prepared for it. There's 37 people here, so we're being very honest with you guys. Yes, anything could happen in this market. We're not gonna say fully go check what happens with Zilliqa right now. We're just talking about Zilliqa looking like, oh, this is pretty good, can go to the 30 or 40 cent. Sure. For me personally, for the next couple of days, maybe a week, I'm paying a very close attention to Bitcoin's price action, and I do want Bitcoin to remain in here, and I want the Bitcoin for Bitcoin to go back above the 57,600 and continue to flirt with this region again. That's what I want Bitcoin to do, and that's gonna make me go to these other altcoins and continue to allocate, because I think as soon as we break above these levels here, we're going back up to these higher levels. And I think Bitcoin would potentially have another run to the upside and another all-time highs, because that happens so many times where we just crash heavy, play around for a bit, crash again, and then move up. Again, crash heavy, we'll play around for a bit, crash, and then move up. So I think that's pretty much it, man. I think I want to see what Bitcoin does mainly right now for the time being. At least a day or two. I think patience will pay in this moment.
Yes, and look, people, Bitcoin and Ethereum are in a very precarious place right now. I know how much you love that word.
I love
Look,
it.
if Bitcoin remains below the 50 SMA on the daily, that's bad. If Ethereum, looking weak right now, having had a large impulse and no substantial correction, continues to break down, that's bad. If Bitcoin and Ethereum both break down, they're going to take the rest of the market with it. So while we are seeing, dips right now, and these projects over the long term could continue to go up, the dumping may not be over if Ethereum and Bitcoin can't keep it together. Like if Ethereum breaks below 3,900, we're going to 32, 3,300, in my opinion. So that's something to keep in mind for, you don't want to catch the falling knife. There's a saying whenever there's a crash in the market, there's a falling knife. You don't want to be the first one to catch it, right? You want to wait for things to fall. You want to wait for things to settle. You want to wait for the consolidation. Also, typically speaking, whenever we're having a correction, a macro correction, substantial market correction, we have leg down, relief rally, and only after the second leg down and only after a macro relief rally can the market go on to recover. So that's kind of what I want to see. I want to see the move down, the relief rally, the second move down, and then after that, then at that point I'm more comfortable talking about the market continuing to trend upwards. But ultimately, Bitcoin needs to remain above, I think, 56,800, 900, that 50 SMA, and ETH needs to remain above 3,900.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah. So let's see if we have any questions here. Robinhood, I hate Robinhood. Do not use Robinhood. They steal from the poor to give to the rich. Do not use Robinhood.
Damn, very straightforward answers, guys. That's what you get here, man.
Yeah.
What do y'all think about Basket Coin? I have no clue what that is. What's the ticker for it? What croaker? Oh, what broker should I use? I'm a noob and investing tomorrow in ETH. Binance, I think, is just Binance, Crypto.com, Kraken. Depends also where you're living as well. There's certain restrictions, so look into those three for sure.
Just don't use Robinhood. That's it.
That's all we're giving you, I guess. Let's see, in 1 month. Yeah, I think Polkadot decoded it very soon. If the market stays healthy, it could be very, very bullish for DOT and Kusama, 100%. And that's pretty much it. That's, I think, what the last thing here was on the chat. So
I think I think with DOT and Kusama could have a very, very good next month or two here potentially, especially because of Decoded. and because of the parachain auctions, folks. We don't know when they're going to launch for sure, but the rumor mill, from what I'm hearing from birds whispering, is that within a month or two, parachain auctions could start, and that is an insanely bullish catalyst for Polkadot and Kusama. For those who don't know, the way Polkadot and Kusama works is that projects that want to be interoperable in their ecosystem need to lock up Dot and Kusama for 6-month increments up to 2 years, which again, if a bunch of the supply leaves the market, gets locked up, and there's built-in demand, what's going to happen to price? They could go up. So Dot and Kusama are going to be extremely interesting next month or two, and all throughout this bull run. Very bullish on Kusama. I love Kusama.
Yes, sir. Pretty sure loves you back. So there we go. I think coin. So what do you got here? I like Qcoin can limit trade, carry most all coins. Plus, I can buy living in New York City. There you go. So you found something that actually works for you. Coinbase Pro has way lower fees than regular Coinbase.
Yes, it does. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And so one thing too, like, I don't know how much you've heard about this, but apparently New York is really stringent against crypto. Like, you can't buy shit. So it's good to hear that you can use Qcoin. I mean, I don't know if there's how much legal trouble there is here, but I mean, VPNs are one thing to use.
Is I actually never knew. How come? Do you know why?
Yeah. Do you know?
No.
Or you're asking me?
No,
like New York's like very anti-crypto. Like they're even talking about like passing some legislation, like anti-Bitcoin legislation, because of the amount of energy it uses. I mean, look, if you live in New York, maybe you know better than I do. Let me know if I'm wrong. But I think they're very stringent when it comes to trading and crypto specifically. Also, I would just add Uniswap. Look, Uniswap is a decentralized protocol. The government can't do anything to stop you from trading on Uniswap, aside from shutting down your internet or breaking in your house and stealing your computer. So Uniswap there's no KYC. It's just a decentralized global protocol that's completely permissionless.
There we go. I just wanted to ask, actually, what do you guys think about the structure we have here in terms of how we go about things? Because usually, sometimes we're torn apart. Okay, should we talk about some certain news? Would you like to have this, let's say, usually scheduled, for example, at a certain date? Hey, every day we say at this time we're going live. Are you guys more into, would you like to hear the news, for example? So many times we think about going on these major news websites and reading some important information there, even just reading the news that come up on the fly too, right? We don't really have to pick something for you. We can just go through those for like half an hour or so. Would you like the charts more, a combination of everything? Or is there some sort of structure that you guys would recommend here? So let us know in the chat if you have any feedback for us. That would definitely be great, because we're literally just doing this for fun. So whatever actually works, we would like to do that too, because we really take your feedback into consideration here. But anyways,
perfect.
What else you got, man?
Well, I would say, JM says keep doing you, boys. Appreciate that. Thank you very much. Also, again, just to piggyback on what you're saying, thank you everyone for being here. Really fun. We can go over some charts if you guys want. Let us know what you guys want us to take a look at here. Maybe here's something we can do. Maybe share a little bit of crypto wisdom if you have any to share. I don't mean to put you on the spot, but like for me, man, if anyone's made substantial amounts of money in crypto, it's always a good idea to take profits. Also, understand your investment horizons. Have a strategy. Don't just chase pumps. Buy projects that have solid fundamentals on dips. Understand your investment horizons. Understand what constitutes a good and bad entry. Know how long you could hold and stick to your plan. For example, I'm a long-term holder, so I don't care if things dip in the short term, because I understand my investment horizons. I know exactly what I'm going to sell. So I invite anyone in crypto to have a full understanding of how long they plan to hold, when they plan on taking profits, and why. Because if you don't have a solid plan that yourself, not for anyone else, but just yourself, as to when to buy and sell, you're just going to sell based off whims and emotions. One day the market's down a lot, your emotions might drive you to sell, and then things could recover. So having a plan that you stick to is very key. Like I'm a bull, right? You guys, if you hear me talk, I love buying the dip. I'm very bullish long term. Eventually I'm going to sell because I have a plan that I'm sticking to. So I just invite everyone to have a plan that they stick to in crypto. Yeah, that's
No,
my two cents.
no.
I
I
don't really
think
really
that's
say.
pretty good, man. That's the
Yeah.
thing, because even if and by the way, guys, if you have any sort of questions right now, anything basically about crypto, let us know. We'll try to answer with the best of our abilities, I guess. But I would say maybe the biggest thing would be to like you're saying, yeah, like understand that what you're comfortable with, because even if you're going into, let's say, trading in general, for example, or investing in general, you'll see that the big, even whatever books you read, whatever tutorials you get into, whatever seminars you try to get into, the first thing is that you need to know what your level of risk tolerance is, and what you are comfortable with. There are so many different ways of going about things that there's no one right way. You should know if you're comfortable seeing 10% or 20% of your portfolio drop literally the next day after you invest, and being okay with that. You should know that if you're more into risky plays as opposed to more conservative plays. Overall, I would say it's always a good idea not to put all your money in all at once. I think you always need to account for those bearish days we're having, where things fall 4, 10, 20%. I think don't just like spend all your buying power all at once, that to a point where you're crippled when you see a drop like this. It's always nice if you're buying something at $100. If I have, let's say, $1,000, and I'm looking to just kind of diversify, and that's just for example's sake, right? Overall, I would say, just put maybe 30% of that at the current price. If it goes below, perfect. I still have 70% of my portfolio, 70% money sitting on the side that I can also put money in. Let's say drop from $100 to $80. There you go. You put another 30. You're averaging at $90 as opposed to whatever you enter at the 100. If it goes up again, that's fine. You put money in, you're averaging it out. So there are always ways for you to mitigate some of the uncertainty, some of the risks, and there's a reason why everybody thinks traders overall as well, or people that just want to invest in total in crypto, are actually it's like you're gambling, because typically you are. You are. If you're just putting your money in something that you don't understand, you are gambling. You're just following people's words and ideas, right? And that's pretty much it. So that's what I'm saying. Always understand what you're in. Don't just buy into the hype. If you know the project and you believe in it, that's most of the time good enough for you to actually make money. And yeah, just understand yourself and your risk tolerance.
Yeah, man. Like there's so much that goes into risk management and succeeding in crypto. Folks, stay tuned to this channel. Hopefully, we share some of the main takeaways that we've learned. So hopefully, you guys can learn a thing or two from that. So someone here says, "Never use Robinhood." I agree. I never
Majesta.
use
What a
Robinhood.
nice name.
Yeah. Hashtag boycott Robinhood.
Oh yeah.
Also, do you have a favorite stock exchange? Example, Webull. No, I don't mess around with stocks. I don't know why anyone would. Why would you make less money in a rigged game in stocks when you can make more money in crypto? Stocks make absolutely no sense to me. Like, look, you put your money in the index fund in the S&P 500, you'll be lucky if you make what 5, 8, 10% a year return. That's a Tuesday. That's an hour in crypto.
That's a 4-hour candle, man.
That's a 1 minute candle. Like this is
Hey guys, this guy's biggest pet peeve if you ask him about the stock market. So
it's
just never ask
stupid.
him about
It's
that.
stupid. The stock market is for rich people who are already rich to maintain their wealth. The stock market is not designed for normal people, working class people to make riches. It's
Yeah.
designed to confuse and make poor people poorer. Look, people, it's stocks, it's stupid. I don't know why anytime anyone mentions I'm in stocks, why are you just don't like making money? Are you a fan of not making money? Stocks are stupid. Look, guys, I messed around. I'm If you guys can't tell, I'm really stopping myself from swearing here. I could really go off. I messed around with stocks for years, in and out, nothing too serious, never anything full time, but for years. And if I just spent that same time in crypto, I'd be a millionaire right now. I'd be a multi-million right now. Stocks are stupid. So
So
that's
that's
my two
that's that
cents.
that's the hot take for the day, guys. Stocks
Yeah,
are stupid. Invest in
stocks are
crypto.
stupid. Exactly, 100%.
Someone's asking, what do we have, Majesta? I like the banter between you two. Hey man, it's entertainment and crypto at the same time here. Tell me someone else doing the same combination here. No one.
Appreciate that. Appreciate that.
Telcoin. You want to, what else we have? Have you guys
Well,
peep? Yeah, go ahead.
sorry, I would just say, look, if Webull ever decides to sponsor us, then Webull will be my favorite exchange.
And they tried, man. They tried.
That's yeah, that's my answer. We've been talking to Webull. They're just but look, if Webull ever decides to sponsor, I'm gonna be very honest with you guys. Webull is my favorite exchange. Hell yeah, buy Coinbase, 100%.
Take
And
this link.
yeah, no, 100%, folks. And look, ultimately, um, if you know over the years, if I go on to succeed in crypto, then the only reason stocks are appealing to me, if I'm being serious, because I was going on a little bit of a funny rant there, is in terms of diversification. That's the only logical argument I can come up with as to why stocks would be appealing. So, hey, look, once we make crypto gains in terms of diversification, then in that case, stocks would be interesting. And personally, I would look to invest in crypto stocks like Coinbase, for example, Galaxy Digital. So I would be looking to invest in crypto stocks as a diversification play. But the vast majority of my portfolio will perhaps forever remain in crypto because there's just such a higher ROI potential than stocks.
Boom. No, I agree, man. I agree. There's good things and bad things, but definitely this is fun, man. I like crypto. Crypto's fun. That's all I'm gonna say here. Crypto is fun to look at.
You're being very safe.
I'm not being safe, no, man. I'm just actually saying whatever I think. You know, there's a lot of things. We're getting more into like I guess economy and all that right now, but no, I understand your point. Like I fully get your point. Yes,
Yeah,
there's certain things. If you're depends where you want to make money. This is the internet. This is the new internet. Crypto is the new internet, and if you're
it's
not on that, you saw what happens to all these. You don't want to be the next blockbuster. You don't want to be the next, whatever company that got into just evaporated because they didn't really follow the online or the internet boom, basically. So it's
yeah.
pretty good, man. No, I agree with you. I agree with you. Am I being safe? 100%. Let's move on. What else we got here? Hey guys, I have a lot invested in Crow. I love Crow, but I'm starting to think it's a scammy utility token. What do you guys think? I don't hear many talking about it on crypto YouTube anymore. Thanks. I like Crow. I'm invested in Crow.
Crow's actually very interesting. Are you
Yeah,
actually, bro?
I am actually. I've been moving money almost every end of the month, every couple of weeks. 100%. I like crypto.com. I'm not missing on another Binance movement here, man. I'm not missing on it. Binance. We were looking at Binance at the $7 back in the day. Do I cry about it almost every day in the corner? 100%. 100%. And
Yeah.
look, I see that. I think Visa right now, I'll pull up an article, but I think Visa right now is using crypto.com for payment settlement and liquidity for payment fees. So, and there's also a crypto.com Visa card as well. So, yeah,
I,
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 th-
I
yeah.
sorry. Go ahead. Finish your thought. Finish your
No,
thought.
no, I think there's a lot still for crypto.com. There's a lot of good catalysts. I think they're also just beginning. Um, we can get into a lot of different things about why it can work or why it can't work. But if we're seeing certain, but I think it's gonna be the pool for mainly for payment settlements. They're really pushing into the financial sector of being an exchange basically, as opposed to let's say like Binance. They're not really dealing fully with payments and payment protocols yet as much as crypto.com. Crypto.com is giving you the features. You can have invoices. Crypto.com for businesses, and yeah, it's just actually pushing that. It's like I don't want to say like it's too broad. It's like it's like the crypto bank basically, online bank with all these settlements they're pushing for. So I like crypto.com, and I think at one point it will definitely be a competitor in the market to Binance specifically. So
Yeah. I like Crypto.com a lot as well. I'm actually surprised it doesn't have more hype than it does. They have a great
that's good.
interface. Yes, it's good. Yes. And I think eventually we'll catch on. It has one of the best interfaces I've seen in terms of onboarding the noobs and the normies. It's extremely simple to use. They did a massive token burn recently. Massive token burn. In fact, they did that token burn after this price action here. So we're literally at the price action that we had before a massive token burn, which doesn't make sense. So
Yeah.
I think we're undervalued on a lot of fronts. Although price action looks bearish but interesting. So a few things here. If you've been watching the stream for a little while, you've probably heard me say never buy the first relief rally. So whenever we have an impulse up, we start having our correction phase. We have one leg down, followed by a relief rally, and then a second leg down. And it's only after that second leg down where I feel comfortable buying the dip. So this is very interesting that we have had our first leg down. We're currently having our second leg down. So if we can make a higher low here and one day get above this volume, I think this could really explode. But even that's kind of like a fundamental long-term thing. The more this falls, the more appealing this looks to me as a buy the dip opportunity. Like if we fall here at about 14.8 cents, I would love to buy it there, just basically above this cluster of volume, which is where one of our fib levels are. Let's say that doesn't hold. Let's say we fall to this next cluster of volume at 12.5 cents. I'd buy it there. This thing falls to 12 cents. I'd buy it there. Every substantial dip of Crow, I'd buy because I like this thing.
Yeah, no, I agree, man. I like it. And even if you guys have the time at one point, I would really suggest go to their website, check what they're all about, and I'm pretty sure you'll be really impressed. So
yeah, also they've been expanding so much. Like let's look it up. Like they have an NFT marketplace. They have their native card where you can spend crypto with using Crow,
and you can earn rewards based on it too.
Yeah, man.
So if you have your money basically stored in crypto.com, you're able to use your Visa and earn rewards on it in crypto right away, just right off the bat. So it's pretty nice. It's pretty interesting. It's the new, I hope so, but I think it could actually at one point fully actually compete with Binance.
Like the only thing
I don't want to get too excited, but I'm just letting you know.
The only thing I would say about that is like there's a big difference with Binance though, because
Binance
has
the date, guys.
Because look, I do like Crow a lot. I think it's actually very undervalued. Like, how is Shiba worth more than Crypto.com that has, I mean, so many great goddamn features, massive token burns recently, NFT marketplace, one of the best onboarding mechanisms for noobs, a simple to use interface, fiat on ramps, lending, staking. Oh, I don't know lending, but they do have staking. Just tons of DeFi features. I love Crow. It's very undervalued, and I hope it corrects further because I'd buy the dip if I could.
There you go.
Yeah, so that's what's going on with Crow. But again, folks, with Binance, there's Binance Smart Chain, right? So that's one thing Binance has that Crow doesn't have, where Binance has a whole blockchain that other protocols are running on and have very cheap fees. So that's one reason why PancakeSwap and Binance is doing so well, is because a lot of protocols are running on their blockchain that have very cheap fees. So ETH fees, by the way, I don't know if anyone tried to use Uniswap today. I did. $150 fees, $200 fees, $100 fees, absolutely insane fees.
So cheap.
So this guy's a whale and just not letting anyone know. But also, I would say, look, this bull run, I don't think it's anywhere near done. And as ETH continues to rise in price, these gas fees are going to continue to get worse, which means I think these other layer one protocols like Cardano, Binance, Polkadot, Kusama, Elrond, I think they're going to Polygon is going to continue to do well all throughout this bull run, because ETH fees, gas fees are not going to be solved anytime soon.
Yeah, no, I agree, man. I agree fully.
Yeah.
That's what we need to be, just look into the market, guys. Look into the market. Find what the pillars are, which coins are actually doing something in the ecosystem, not just Dogecoin, not just Shiba. What was it called? Shiba, whatever the hell that was.
Yeah, Shiba, like the derivative of.
Oh man. Yeah. Oh yeah. So what else you got? Alex Messi, you think when the Asian session begins at night, we'll see a big dip like last time? I don't really. I wouldn't really bet on it. I think. Let's see. Now, look, but just like we said before, if we're looking at Bitcoin, I just want Bitcoin to, at the moment for today, how much do we got, right? Still 20 more minutes to go for the day. Let's see how that plays out for it. We're right now, if you're looking at it, technical standpoint, we're back exactly inside the range. Obviously, we're not above the daily 50 moving average, but
I don't think you're sharing your screen.
I definitely am not. Let's just look here. So again, because I think we just had an influx of like 30, 40 people just jumping right away. So again, this is what we're looking at. daily 50 moving average, and forget about this. Let's just forget about the daily moving average and just look at this as a pattern and where it's been standing so far. Maybe we'll pull out the VPVR, which is not really showing me anything at the moment. Overall, this is what we're looking at, guys. We're back inside the range again, no problems. And if this actually closes here above, so if it keeps on pushing, we still have 20 minutes to go. 5,900 and some. If it goes to the 56K, this is pretty good. We're back in this range again, and it's pretty typical. We keep on pushing up. We're in some sort of an ascending triangle, and let's just see how that plays out. We can't just fully predict the market. We can just anticipate something can happen. And Bitcoin right now, if it closes above here, but inside this range overall, I think it's a pretty bullish sign. That look, sometime soon here, I think within the next day, 2-3 days, we're reaching an apex. If we're ascending into this resistance that we fully tried to break so many times, which is bullish, but still as equally not as I would say as concerning, but there's also a concern the fact that, hey, look, we haven't really pushed back up yet. But then again, we're looking at 50 moving average that fully dictated I guess the 2017 bull run. As soon as we broke below it here, we just really consolidated for a while. So that's what we're looking at right now. It's a heavy resistance that we still need to go through, and Bitcoin's still right now back in that range. I think we're still good to go, man. Let's see how that plays out. Hopefully we push back above the 56,550, but even if not, I want to see how tomorrow actually plays out. So the next couple of days, we're paying attention at what Bitcoin's doing prior to fully trying to predict. The whole market's down right now, so keep that in mind.
Yeah, and again, just for me, I just think we fully need to see what happens off the 50 SMA. The 50 simple moving average on the daily is the single most relevant support level for Bitcoin, in my opinion. Once we get above that, I feel like the market's okay, and I'm not too worried. But as long as we remain below that, I'm worried that the market could continue to see further correction. Again, if Ethereum breaks below 3,900, if Bitcoin cannot get above that 50 SMA, then the market will continue to correct. And I think a correction with Ethereum is long overdue. We've had a massive impulse without any substantial correction. We're looking weak. We're testing support, breaking below support. We got above it, but ETH's looking weak. I think we could probably see an Ethereum at 3,300. And if that did happen, that's absolutely nothing to worry about. That's a totally normal correction. Folks, if the market continues to correct over the next week, do not be surprised. It is something to be expected. It's perfectly healthy. So yeah, don't as well. We haven't taken really look at Bitcoin dominance here, but
I literally just opened it up.
Oh, did you? Okay, yeah. Look, we need to talk about Bitcoin dominance because look, you need to understand what Bitcoin dominance is doing, because Bitcoin dominance is like the gauge for the state of the market and of the altcoin market. We've been falling, massive drop. All right, we're consolidating. If Bitcoin dominance starts to rise, that's our cue that the market is shifting from altcoins to Bitcoin. If Bitcoin starts to rip up, there will be a temporary pause on the altcoins, but ultimately over the long term, Bitcoin going up is good for the altcoins. In the short term, Bitcoin moving quickly up is bad for the altcoins. So that's my 2 cents.
Definitely, yeah. And that's, look, as soon as that crash happened, April, and the last week of April, everybody was fully panicking, and we're looking, okay, is this the end of the bull run? Is this not the end of the bull run? What are we doing? How is this gonna play out? It doesn't make sense with the cycles. We're below the 50 daily moving average. All these things again as well. Bitcoin dominance has been falling literally since the week peaked at the beginning of the year, or at the end of last year, January 2nd, 1st. What are we looking at here? So this is January 1st. As soon as first 3 days of this year, we dropped from literally the 72%. I remember here this was so close 73.5%. And right now we actually went all the way down to the 43. So like you're saying, overall, Bitcoin has been really dropping in terms of dominance. A lot of things have been going to the altcoin market. And in terms of how for Ethereum dominance, for example, if we go back in here, if we're comparing that to also beginning of the year so end of the year 2021, where we're looking at here. So February, January, all the way down here to boom, right here. Ethereum fluctuated so much, went from the 10%, got all the way up to 17%, dropped again, and now we're literally sitting at the 20%. So for the longest time here, a lot of that market cap has been moving to Ethereum, has been moving to these altcoins. And right now, Bitcoin, ever since the drop, that's what we need to understand, guys, because we do always drop like this. We always have those massive drops, but this one was a bit different and caused more than necessary panic, which is rightfully so. Right now, next couple of days, let's watch what happens with Bitcoin. And still, Ethereum still looking at a good spot right now, way overextended, and yeah, just like you said before as well, same thing. 3,500 also is the level of support we'd be looking at, and yeah. So let's see, man. That's what we said before. The longer we wait here, the closer we get to the top here, somewhere close to 15th. Next, literally, maybe 4 days. It's going to be extremely pivotal for Bitcoin. I'm leaning more towards the fact that we're actually going to break above. And I think as soon as we break above here, man, I think even more money, more than the $2.1 trillion we got for the whole crypto market is going to start pouring into those exchanges. So we'll also pay attention to that and see how the market is reacting to that. I still think, man, 2 point something trillion for the whole crypto market is still not that enough compared to what we can potentially do, so looks pretty good so far, man. I like it.
Yeah, no, I agree. And a few things as well. So we have a question about L pool, but I would just add as well. Look, whether Bitcoin rips up right now or breaks down and goes to 42K, I think this year Bitcoin's likely to get into the hundreds of thousands of dollars. So I'm definitely not worried of any kind of correction Bitcoin has moving forward. Although, of course, whenever we break below major support levels, that is concerning because that increases the likelihood that we could continue to move down. But the fundamentals for crypto and Bitcoin are very strong long term.
Definitely. So what else you got there? You want to take a look at Outpool or?
Yeah, sure, I could. So, look, we have a question about Alpool here. Alpool is a launch pad that I've been in talked about for quite a long time. We've had a massive correction and consolidation cycle. So, honestly, I think what's going on with Alpool is just that they had high yield on their staking. So you could stake your Alpool, you could stake different coins and get a lot of Alpool. So there's been constant sell pressure in the market. But the distribution for Alpool is winding down. I believe in 30 some odd days, the distribution for Alpool will end. So a lot less selling pressure. Every day that goes on, there's less and less selling pressure for Alpool. Also, they've only started to launch projects. They have probably many more projects throughout the coming weeks, so tons of bullish catalysts. So this chart does look concerning, but we were forming a clear trend line that we broke above. So I think as long as we remain above our breakout point, kind of basically exactly where we're at right now, I think we're good. If Alpool starts to fall further, I'm worried. But if we can remain above 980 and make a new higher high here, then I think we could start to see this trend reversed.
I agree.
Yeah, so those are my thoughts. Look, I'm holding for long term. I think distribution is ending soon. Catalyst, new projects up soon. I'm not really selling.
There we go, guys.
Yeah.
So I agree with you on that one. I see something else here. Harmony one. So I pulled it up. Let's just maybe take a look at it as well if you want. I'll switch to my screen quick and while you pull that up as well. But we're looking at Harmony right now. Binance chart. Looks pretty good. We had all-time highs at 22.3 cents. We've been really losing that steam in terms of buying power right now ever since this, I guess, breakup that we had. So if we go look at this, I would say a lot of these buyers were looking at a break above this level, and as soon as we actually broke above it, boom, you have a nice daily candle here with a lot of volume, much more than the average. The orange line here is your average volume, and as soon as we got to the bottom here, we know the bottom is at the, let's say, I would say somewhere close to the 10 cent region. We're seeing that any movement below it is not allowed by the buyers. Buyers always come in and push it back up above those levels. And a break above this level took us all the way to the top here. I think we still got a lot to prove, I would say, because we've been losing that steam. As soon as we broke out, it didn't really go that crazy. it's been retracing ever since March 24th, and if we move sideways here, it's been actually consolidating for quite some time, 32 days, and when we broke above, it wasn't really that substantial. I always want to see, as soon as I see a breakout, I want to see the volume, but I also want to see some sort of follow through, right? Because you want to see, hey, is everyone looking at the same thing at the moment? And it looks like some people were in, it did push us all the way from a low of 9.5 cent all the way to the high of what do we have here, 14 cents actually in one day. So it's pretty good, but we've been moving sideways right now, and we're trying to find that support at the 55 EMA on the daily. So RSI itself has been also neutral for a while. It does look pretty concerning, I'm not gonna lie, just because I don't see any follow through. It had to start continuing to go above, but we didn't. But if we're looking overall, I would say something like this does make sense, where this is some sort of a bull flag for Harmony, and I would say some target where if we actually continue to break above these levels overall here, we can see Harmony, if we're taking this, and a profit level taking for certain traders at a breakout would be somewhere close, what takes us somewhere close to the 30-cent region. So it's a pretty clear bull flag for me. I don't know if you agree or not, but I
30,
think
yeah, no, I actually think 30 cent is right on the nose. We have a Fibonacci extension level right at 29 cents.
I love that Fibonacci you bring, man. Let's just
Yeah, man.
switch to your chart real
So
quick, and if you got that.
so we have a confluence of reasons to think that a bullish breakout could lead us to kind of 29, 30, 30 cents around that region. And I agree. So this thing does look very interesting because we have had our consolidation, we have had our breakdown, we have had our we've had our bullish breakout here. But really, we have a fib level right below us and this sideways price action. We're below our breakout point. So we're seeing some weakness. This doesn't look very strong. This looks very precarious. So this needs to start making. Why do you love that word, precarious?
I don't know, man. It just rolls off pretty funny here. But look, one thing before we start to cut you off, guys. There's a bunch of people that just came in out of nowhere. There's almost 100 people right now, so there's like 70 people that showed up in the past 10 minutes here. Guys, if you can do us a favor and like this live stream, it would help out with other people as well. Seeing it helps with the engagement as well. So if you can do us that favor, right now I see there's a 41 likes, so I'm gonna give you guys a couple of minutes, man. I'm gonna give you guys a couple of minutes.
So here's the thing. We're gonna talk about right now the key support and resistance levels, price targets here. All right, we're gonna delve into some more charts. So, folks, look, you guys gotta do us that favor. There's 107 people. We have less than 40 likes. That means 60% of you don't like this live stream. That means 60% of you don't want to hear more price targets. Don't want to hear more major resistance and support. So, folks, do us that favor. Hit that like button. Less than 40 likes. There's over 100 people watching.
There we go,
folks.
Man.
Help us out.
We just had 10 likes out of nowhere. Gone West just asked, what do we think about BTT right now? Thank you. We just did it. We'll go over it again. If you like the video, man. If you like the video, I got you right now. So, anyways, go ahead if you want to continue with
a few things. So we did break out bullishly from our channel / descending triangle. I think this channel does make more sense, to be honest. But we keep making lower lows. We made a lower high here. We're making lower lows. This is looking weak. The only saving grace for this thing being short-term bullish is if we remain above our fib level here at about 11.2 cents, just about 11.5 cents. No, not even, like 11.2 cents. So again, if we drop below this wick here, make a new low below that, I think this is fully no longer short-term bullish. I think that in that case, this was a bull trap. This was a fake out. Because we did break out bullishly, but this is not looking strong. We need to be making higher highs and higher lows, not lower lows in higher lows. That's not what we want to see. This looks concerning in the short term.
There we go. No, I actually agree. What else we got here? Let's see. We got a bunch of people here. Vechain dumped. Yes, it did. Any thoughts on Sia coin, Filecoin? The like count is lagging, bro. Is it? Not really sure. I like that. What do we think about BTT right now? You guys are awesome. I'm back from the other day. Ryan Mallon, thank you very much, man. Appreciate you coming back, being a part of this. What else we have? Have you guys peeped Harmony yet? Carlos, yes, we just did. Just for you, man. You ever move coins to USD coins during a correction? 100%. JM says, that's a taxable event, bro.
Wait.
What?
You just said you do. You move coins in the USD?
USDT.
Okay, yeah, well, that's different than fiat.
I
right?
think that's what they were asking. I don't know, man.
I don't know. Maybe I'm being a bit of
Yeah, you're just
a
calling me out.
grammar.
You're just calling me out right now.
Well, I think I'm being heavy on the grammar right now.
It's
But
all
yeah,
good.
no, stable coins. Yeah, yeah. Like no, but like on like, do you move into fiat? Like when the market goes down, you sell into fiat.
It depends on whatever I'm looking at. But the question is pretty, I guess, broad. But I'm saying yes. Sometimes, whenever I always have money on the side, whenever I think there's a nice opportunity for me to have something on the side while it dips a good 10-20%. Yeah, sometimes I do take some profits, wait for it to come back down so I can accumulate more. 100%.
Yeah,
And
but
that's what you, yeah.
you move into stable coins. You don't move into fiat, do you?
The stable coins, as in like what? Like, give
As
me.
in USDT,
Yes.
Canadian
USDT.
dollars.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, yeah, there's that distinction. I think he's asking like, do you get fully out of crypto? Like, is that
Oh,
what
no. It's still yeah, no, if that's what the question was, yeah, no. It's still USDT stable coins, that's where we'll go for.
yeah.
So yeah, what else we got here? Let's see. Vechain. If do you guys want to take a look at Vechain maybe? What do you guys want to take a look at here? Or
Sure.
unless you have something else here to talk about, we can check.
Well, Jack the Beanstalk says, meme coins are wishing wells. So what? $400 do to a wishing well? Yeah, look, meme coins are garbage. They're gambling. You might as well go to a casino. You probably have more fun.
Perfect.
I prefer the roulette table over Doge, to be honest.
There we go.
Yeah. And look, at this point too, like again, anyone FOMOing into the top of a massively parabolic uptrend is dumb money. Again, the smart money. I wasn't smart enough to get in Doge, weeks and months ago. There were a lot of people that did. They were smart. I wasn't. I didn't have the foresight to get into Doge. But getting into Doge now, or even Shiba or Mooncoin, these coins with zero fundamentals after they've had massive pumps. I mean, it's just not a smart money play. It's what dumb money does.
It definitely isn't. It definitely is not.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that much. BCH down 7%. Link is down 11%. Everything is down, man. What are you shopping for? Like, what are you?
Oh, okay. This is a good question, and I wanted to ask you this because I think this will be helpful for the people. So everything's on sale. I don't see the problem with people freaking out. These are the times to take advantage of. Yeah. So I think if Bitcoin and Ethereum continue to fall, then the market will continue to fall. But what would you like personally yourself? What do you think looks interesting? Like if you had, to buy the dip right now, like what if you had, let's say for example, $1,000 to buy the dip on one coin, high cap or low cap, what would it be?
100%. I would be looking at Matic.
You'd be looking at Matic.
Yeah, I'd be looking at BTT. I would be
one coin. If you had to choose $1,000, one coin, any market cap, what would you look at?
I'll be honest with you, 5 minutes ago, literally, actually, I just had the confirmation. I just bought some crypto.com.
You brought Crow, okay.
100%, yeah.
So really, okay, so you're saying right now Crow is your thing because that's what you bought, I guess.
Crow,
right?
that's the thing. Crow and Matic. I've been really into that. Crow and Matic, yes.
Okay, interesting. And why those over something else?
Because I think I believe in the sector they're pushing for. I think they will be pillars in the crypto space. I don't think it's it's just following the hype. I think as a developers team, as a programming team, they've been working since 2013 and they've been pushing for this layer 2 scaling solution for Ethereum. They're pushing interoperability in the Ethereum ecosystem. I like those coins. I like the chainlink. I like the Matic. I like the also Vechain, but there's a couple things with Vechain that we can also argue. I like crypto.com. I like Binance.com. I like these coins that act as pillars in the space. I like 1inch, for example. All these auto market makers. I like those. So anything decentralized, anything that's actually helping the space become a better, well-rounded ecosystem, sign me up for it. And recently, it's been Matic. Recently, it's been crypto.com. I think crypto.com is going to play a very, very crucial role in the payment settlement system in the real world we got right now. I think more and more institutions will use it. More and more businesses actually is gonna help the small guy in terms of utilizing crypto for payments and invoicing as well. So these are the coins I follow. So for now, this is what I'm in.
Okay. I see. So basically what you're seeing is you see a massive problem in the market and a protocol that's solving that problem. And so therefore you're bullish on it.
100%. Ask me what else. Right. Ask me what else.
Okay, what else? Let's see you had another $1,000 to invest in. What would you put it in right now?
Elongate.
um,
See, no,
yeah,
I'm actually joking. No, obviously not, but yeah, man, like that's what I like. And look, that's what we're saying in the beginning of this. I wish I can find the article. It was like 1 out of 3 people that are actually invested in the crypto know nothing about it,
that
right?
doesn't surprise me. And so someone here is saying, so Shiba is going to be a DeFi version of Doge, and that's dumb money. Yes, anyone getting into Shiba now is dumb money for sure because it has, look, folks, look at this chart. If you're buying in now, you're buying the smart money that got in here at these levels here. This has next to no fundamentals. And look, maybe I'm
And honestly,
wrong
man,
here.
I wouldn't even call it smart money. I'd call it lucky money, man. That's a lucky money. Whoever
Or
got in that early 100%.
well, it's just a saying, smart money, dumb money. It's just it's verbiage. It's common
I'm
verbiage.
calling you out on it, man.
All right, but look, folks, like these meme coins, these joke coins. I mean, the money is made back in these early levels once no one knows about it. Once everyone knows about it and everyone's FOMOing in at the top after massive parabolic growth with very shaky fundamentals, this eventually will crash. We're in a bull market now. Eventually, we won't be. I mean, this could crash hard. So I just want people who are like new and getting into these meme coins to just understand what they're getting into because I'm sure people who see stuff off of TikTok, they probably don't explain the risks in buying this massive parabolic growth on a project with extremely dubious fundamentals. Like, yeah, so
100%.
yeah,
100%. And guys, there's 164 people watching the stream now. All of a sudden, we were at 30 like 10 minutes ago. So guys, there's only 57 likes, man. Do you guys like us? Do you guys hate us? Is that why we're at low likes here? So if you can do us a favor, please like the video. It would definitely help out with other people actually seeing this while we're sharing this knowledge. So if you want us to go with more charts here, look, man, I got enough steam. We've been going for 2 hours.
we've been going for 2 hours. Yo, one of these days we gotta do like a marathon, like a 12-hour live stream. Just go through like every chart out there.
I'm down, man, but they gotta like the videos, otherwise, this guy's saying yes, we hate you. AJK, come on, man. I know you don't. I know
Well,
you're
we
playing.
love you. We're gonna keep loving you. And we're gonna keep trying to help you until you like us.
All
We're gonna
right.
we're gonna help you whether you like it or not. How about
Damn,
that?
that's pretty good. See, now we're up to 70 likes. So yeah, guys, if you're still haven't liked the video, make sure you do. Thank you so much. Give us other charts you want us to look at. If you have any
So
questions overall about the market, ask us as well. We'd be more than happy to help. And the day
so
just ended. Sorry, go ahead.
yeah. So here's the thing. We'll take a look at Bitcoin because the daily candle just ended.
Yes, sir.
But I keep shitting on these meme coins because I think it's extremely well deserved and people should be very, very careful about chasing pumps like that. So every time I shit on these coins and say, hey, there's better options, I'm going to provide and give you guys one of those better options. And I've talked about this before. I'm going to talk about it now. But before we do, folks, there's 170 of you. There's 55 likes. Folks, help us get to 100 likes. Come on, hit that like button. We really appreciate it. It helps out with the algorithm. The more people like this, it really helps out. Share this and spread this to more people. So we really appreciate
Definitely.
it if you hit that like button. So again, I mentioned this before in the live stream. I'm gonna keep talking about it every opportunity I get. Decentr, and we'll just go over this quickly, just because we did go over it.
Let's go.
But I like this thing a lot. Let's see how quickly I can summarize this thing. Decentr is a lower cap version of basic attention token. They are a competitor. Major catalyst this quarter two, they are releasing their mainnet. They are releasing their browser. Large consolidation pattern. We are now beginning to break out of some major resistance levels. So this thing has a market cap of roughly, I think it was like 27 million. Basic attention token is like 2.2 billion. So if this thing gets any kind of traction, any kind of hype behind this, I think this thing could absolutely fly. Low market cap gem with great fundamentals, large catalyst, and a large consolidation pattern. Great pick in my opinion. So I would definitely look into something like this instead of Doge or Shiba with crap fundamentals after a massive run up. See, this has not had we have had a run up here, but we've had a major correction. It has strong fundamentals.
Yeah, it definitely looks like it does have a lot of potential, guys. You've been showing me on this for every single day, and I am convinced now. I gotta let you have it. I am convinced fully.
And
So thank you for bringing this up, man.
I'm gonna keep doing it because one day this thing's gonna be several dollars, and I want to feel like I spread the word enough, and hopefully, Some people looked into it and did their own research and decided for themselves if it was good enough, not just because I mentioned it. If you come to your own conclusions and like it, great. I think over the long term, this thing has great potential.
There we go. So what else we got here, man? So the day just ended, by the way. So the
Okay,
daily candle for Bitcoin just ended.
let's take a look.
What does this mean, guys? Let's just see. Someone's
Ooh,
saying the Asian markets are buying the dip. Let's see, right? That's what we need to say here. Let us see, because looks like we are kind of pushing down below right now, but we just started the day. If you're looking at it from, do you mind if I switch to my?
please go ahead.
I
Yeah.
already did, man. So this is what we got over here. Yesterday's candle. We retraced. So let's just look at certain numbers here, guys, because this is what I think is interesting enough. We did peak above here, and then we retraced back, so that's fine. But if you're looking here at the top, right, we're seeing that for this candle overall, let's just look at percentages. We opened at the 58,288. We dropped all the way down 8.4% to the 53,352, and then pushed back up again to the 55,755. So what that's telling me is we pushed all the way here, and right away almost 50% recovery within not even, was it 2 hours? Look at that. Not even that. Within, this is 4 hours. A very nice, very, very nice wick to the bottom, similar to what we had here before, but this one is a little bit more bullish, so that's fine. But here, as soon as we see long wicks to the bottom at a support line, look what happens to the market right after. And that's what we've been talking with Bitcoin. Bitcoin soon enough here is going to get to the apex, and a bunch of things are going to happen that you need to be careful of. And there's going to be this volatility. This volatility is expected as we reach further here. We think we got a couple more days to go, but I like this candle over here on the 4 hour. This is the last 4 hour candle for the day. Very long wick to the bottom. I think we just need to give it some time here for these Asian markets to start having their own effect on the market right now. But look, everything's still retracing. So we need to see, man. We need to see if this is going to hold or no. Is this enough for all these buyers to continue to buy into this or no? Let's see. Overall, we don't want Bitcoin to fall below this previous low we had. We want to maintain a higher low. Let's see how that plays out. What do you think, man?
So, a few things here. Again, I keep saying this because I think it's true.
Stock to flow.
Yes. So a few things here. We need to remain above that 50 SMA on the daily. That's just like we can like talk about all these different levels. Ultimately, the most important thing for me is that 50 SMA. If we're above that, Bitcoin's strong. If we're below that, Bitcoin's weak and very precarious. A few things here. We're forming this ascending triangle based off this wick and this wick / candle body here. All right. Daily closed above it, but the daily now is below it, which is not good to see. Ultimately, the saving grace for Bitcoin in the short term is this VPVR volume here at 55,000. If we start to break below 55,000, that is a key support level for Bitcoin. In that case, we could definitely continue to see moves to the downside. And although I don't have my FID levels pulled up right now, I think kind of worst case scenario for Bitcoin, we retest 41 to 43,000, kind of these wicks here, this area here, kind of this green zone. We also had a FID level lining up right around 41,000. So I think worst case scenario for Bitcoin is 41 to 43,000, and that wouldn't even be anything crazy. That would be, let's see here, what percentage down? That would be a 35% correction, which is extremely common in bull markets. Back in the previous cycle, we had 30 some odd percent corrections all the time, basically half a dozen times. So if Bitcoin continues to fall that low, it will be concerning, will be worrisome, it will suck while it's happening. All our portfolios are going to go down, but I'm not selling because I think over the long term that's just a dip and potentially a great buy the dip opportunity. If you were into Bitcoin, I'm not into Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin's a stupid investment. And look, that is a very maybe an insulting way to put things. It's a very inflammatory statement. Because look, ultimately, I do like Bitcoin. I just think there's so many obviously better options that it's stupid to put your money in Bitcoin when there's obviously much better options. Like Ethereum, for example, I think Ethereum is just as safe as Bitcoin. I think Ethereum has a much higher ROI potential than Bitcoin. So why would you put your money in Bitcoin where you could make more money in Ethereum? So that's why I say I think Bitcoin's stupid. Although I like Bitcoin, like the fundamentals, and I think over the long term, Bitcoin going up raises the ceiling on the altcoins, so we want to go up over the long term. So that's my 2 cents before I get myself in more trouble.
There you go, guys.
You got anything to
No
say?
disrespect. No.
Oh, did
What?
Oh, sorry, I thought you cut off or something.
It does tell me my internet connection is unstable, so hopefully that's not affecting this. Let us know if you guys are still. Yeah, it's still telling me excellent connection, guys. There's 191 people in here. If you can help us out, please, and like the video, that'll be great. Thank you so much. I agree with you, man. I agree with you. So right now,
do you agree with my wording?
With what wording? The fact that you're stupid if you invest in Bitcoin, or
I didn't know. I listened.
See how I'm trying to get you in trouble here, man.
You are going to get me in trouble, and I do not appreciate it. I did not say you're stupid if you invest in Bitcoin.
No, obviously.
I said Bitcoin is a stupid investment.
100%. Look.
There's a distinction. There's a difference. I'm not calling you stupid. I'm calling the act stupid.
There you go. So, thank you for clarifying, I guess. So I think I get your point. 100%. It's just there's a lot better options as well. Is it safe? Because that's how I also look at it too. You could be a very good project, but if people don't believe in you, you're not going anywhere, right? So if the money doesn't believe in you, you're not going anywhere. And I think Bitcoin was just that beginning, that first step to getting into the market. That was the safest, even for all these institutions to buy it. It was the safest because you're looking at some sort of store of value. You're looking for the next gold. You're looking for the next silver. You want people to want or agree collectively that, okay, guys, this is a nice store of value and we will all keep our money in it. So let's do that, right? Bitcoin was even kind of I think better in terms of just storing value. That's about it. There's nothing else we can do with it at the moment, unless there was some other layer that I'm not aware of. But you'll definitely need some sort of a side chain or side blockchain to stake in those snapshots. But then again, there's already Ethereum. There's already, all these bunch of other coins that are doing that. So the term with, level 1 blockchain, level 2 blockchain, I'm starting to believe in it more and more, to be honest, slowly. I think crypto is all about the use case, not the currency itself. That's what I actually genuinely believe in. And I'm with you, man. I think Bitcoin was only a way to store value. Soon enough here, I think Bitcoin will not be, it's already, what are we looking at? Let's look at the Bitcoin dominance. We're at 45%. So 1 trillion, if not less, for Bitcoin. Another a trillion for all these altcoins. Ethereum is up at the 14, I believe, not even 19.99%, which is the highest, I believe. Let's see here if I just go back.
And if I could just add sorry, just while you do it, if I could just add something real quick here. So Guy Thompson brings up a good point. While I was kind of talking Bitcoin, he says yes, but some of us bought BTC at 3K. And yes, 100%. Look, if you were buying Bitcoin at 3K, 100% changed my tune. But Bitcoin's not at 3K. Bitcoin's at 55K. So Bitcoin at 55, 56K. I'm definitely not buying when there's Ethereum. But even if even when Bitcoin was at 3K, I don't know what Ethereum was at, but I guarantee you, if you bought Ethereum at the same time in which Bitcoin was at 3K, you would have made more money on Ethereum. Ethereum has outperformed Bitcoin all year. So, I mean, no matter what way you slice it, Ethereum actually, look, I sound like a Bitcoin hater, but I don't actually like, I don't actually dislike Bitcoin. It's just that in comparison to some other projects are just so much better and they actually do stuff that why would you hold Bitcoin? Like Ethereum actually does stuff. Like, look, Bitcoin's a store of value. Great. It's a hedge against the devaluation of the dollar. Great. Ethereum does stuff. I just like the use case of Ethereum so much more that Bitcoin seems like a stupid investment only in comparison to Ethereum that has a higher ROI potential and actually does stuff.
Definitely. No. Perfect. So what else we got here?
That's what I thought.
That's good, man. Look, just to add on, I guess something just to close up with it. I think we're on the same page. I just think there's different types of investments that people, I think Bitcoin provided that security. All these other coins provide more reward. And yeah, in hindsight, if you look back at it, yeah, 100% Ethereum would have looked a much better investment. But would we have known that? I think that's what someone could argue. Would you have known that Ethereum is going to be as big right now? Would you have known that Bitcoin would have been as big right now? I think there's just different types of investments. Some are slow, some are more risky, some are medium risk, and depends
Yeah,
on whatever. So that's
that's true.
what we're trying to say here, guys. Whatever you're into, if you're into more into security, secure money, Bitcoin is definitely a great investment. If you're more into, use case money, then 100% Ethereum and all these other coins would have been a good investment. And if you're into something a lot more riskier, picking some of these slow cap gems that sometimes some of them, do great. Others, probably 90% of them actually do very badly in a year's term, or probably sometimes in less than a year's term. Then there's that too. So it's just you get rewarded with how much risk you put into it and whatever you prefer. But anyways, man,
Yeah,
what are
yeah.
we
And
looking at?
we could keep going on with that forever. And yeah, look, there's a lot of nuance to this, and I'm saying a lot of this is stuff in foresight, right? Like let's say way back in the day, years ago, maybe Ethereum. Well, Ethereum was in a much more precarious state, and people, maybe thought Bitcoin was safer, and a lot of people do think Bitcoin is safer. But I honestly think Ethereum is safer because I think after EIP 1559 comes. I mean, Ethereum is going to be much better than Bitcoin because it'll be deflationary. Because like one of Bitcoin's best selling points is that it's hard money. It's a hard cap. 21 million max supply. A couple million have been lost forever. So the real max supply for Bitcoin is roughly in the high teens of millions, like 18 million or something, right? But with the AP1559, the supply of Ethereum will decrease over time, making harder money and potentially a better hedge against inflation. And it actually does stuff. So I do see the argument for Bitcoin. I'm just an ETH fanboy at the end of the day. I do see.
Oh, you definitely are
Yeah,
an ETH
I'm just
fanboy.
an ETH fanboy. Yeah, that's all.
That's pretty good, man. So a lot of people are actually also talking about Vechain. So let's just talk about Vechain here, guys. But guys, before we really get into Vechain, please press that like button and show us that support. It would help with the engagement a lot, and it would also help other people see this and not put their money where they're not supposed to. If you get what I'm saying. So this Vechain.
Shiba.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I think
I have a
your
cough.
intern just got off here. For sure,
Apologies.
guys.
Yeah, I just have a cough.
So let's look at this, guys. Overall, we do have this for VeChain at the moment. Overall, we will see the fact that this, if even we take away this guy overall, just to show you what I'm talking about. I know you guys are all VeChain fanboys. Who doesn't like VeChain, man? I think the whole market just loves VeChain. So this is what we're looking at so far. Right now, this is what VeChain's chart looked like on the daily chart yesterday, or not yesterday, literally like 15 minutes ago here. VeChain dropped below the support line that we had previously, but I still think we're in some sort of a support zone, which is fine. Again, we're going to see if Bitcoin actually continues to hold this level. We want to see Bitcoin start to push back up here to prove that we are within that range. We're hoping if we go to the 4-hour here that this long wick on the 4-hour chart was enough for all these buyers. The Asian market starting right now soon here. I think this was enough for the buyers to look at and see like, okay, if we look back here, this was enough. This long wick was enough with nice, enough volume, very nice narrow bodied candle between the open and the close. But you can see how buyers completely rejected the price action. So let's just see here. Within 4 hours, we dropped heavy. Are buyers gonna think the same thing here? We are close to the 50 daily moving average here, this bold white line. So let's just see how that plays out. I would say, guys, just give the day a bit more time to play out. Don't just rush into things so quickly. I think your patience will pay off. Let's see how that plays out. We definitely will find that resistance at the 56,215. But back to VeChain. Enough about Bitcoin. I think VeChain is still within some sort of a range here, and that's why, guys, a bunch of these lines you can draw them the way you want, but overall, as long as you identify where you're gonna find that support, I think you'll be good. Because overall, you can draw a line from here, somewhere close to here, and now say that, oh look, VeChain's all the way in the bottom. We broke out of this bearishly. Then again, someone could come in and say, actually, you know what? I think this is a good support line over here. 1, 2, 3, for example. Now we're still within that range. So overall, you can see that we are still, no matter how you draw this, I can see somewhere here. If you're looking at the VPVR, this is a nice support for VeChain. Somewhere here, again, somewhere in the bottom, this valley, this is also a nice support for VeChain. There's a bunch of support below us, but I think if we continue to maintain this higher low, I think we're still in a good area. So we need to something like this, 1, 2. We need a higher low. I don't want Vechain to go below the 18.6 cents and have a lower low, actually. So that's what we need to take a look at. That's what we need to make sure of. Be patient with Bitcoin, guys. Let Bitcoin speak to us first. And I think all these altcoins will just follow suit, man. So no worries at all.
Right. So a few things to say here, folks. We are 65 subscribers away from 23,000 subs. Do us that favor, hit that subscribe button. We are 5 likes away from 100 likes. There's 174 people here and only 95 likes. If you guys want us to keep going, keep breaking down the most important support and resistance targets, price targets, folks, hit that like button, subscribe. We're 5 likes away from 100. We're 65 subscribers away from 23,000. Do us that favor. Oh, we just hit 100 likes. You guys are awesome. Thank you very much.
101.
101. There we go. 100 to 102 now. So look, keep going. Let's go to 105. We got to get above 105. So one thing to look out for here is the Vechain Bitcoin pairing. We cannot forget the pairings with Bitcoin because they have an influence on the US dollar value of Vechain here. So a few things. Descending triangle, we broke out bullishly. Now we're below our breakout. That's no bueno. We're above volume. That's muy bueno. Ultimately, to understand what the next move is for Vechain, we need to follow the Vechain Bitcoin pairing, because if we break below this key level, this volume, if we make a new low, that's not good, and Vechain could continue to correct. If we remain above this, break above resistance here at kind of like the 3.8 region, again, I'm not going to count all those decimals, then that's muy bueno, and we can see him lose to the upside. So ultimately, we're stuck within this very tight range here, and whatever way we break out of this very tight range will tell us what the next move is for the US dollar value of Vechain. So follow this tight range here. We can't just move sideways in this range forever. Eventually, we're going to pick a direction, and whatever way we break out, that's the direction that Vechain will move next.
There you go. I agree. Yeah. What else you guys want us to take a look at here?
Yeah, do you guys have any yeah, we can take a look at Polygon.
One of the guys here was making fun of you. He's saying, literally looking at Shiba as you said that. So, hey man, you gotta get with the program here, Brendan.
Well, I don't think he's making fun of me. He just says literally looking at Shiba.
He's making fun of you, man.
Clarify this. Were you indeed making fun of me?
Paul, let him know, man. Troy, my bad.
Know.
Troll. Oh, he's a troll. Okay, never mind. Okay, so. What else we got here, man? What else you want to? What do you guys want us to take a look at here, man? This live stream actually is pushing 2 hours and 15 minutes because we were literally, guys, gonna close an hour ago, and out of nowhere, 70 people, 80 people, actually more, 100 and some people actually just jumped into out of nowhere. So thank you guys for being here. Like that, press that like button, man. I'm studying so much right now.
How about this?
Safe Moon,
folks. No. We have 110 likes. If we get above 120 likes, then we'll keep going here, because we've been going for a few hours. And in fact, I have some low cap gems that I kind of want to talk about, but I don't know if we can get above 120 likes. He's gonna pull the
low cap gems card on you guys. I love it.
Look, I mean, there's plenty of low cap gems to talk about. I have one I really, really wanted to bring up here, but I don't know if we can get above 120 likes here. We're at 118. Maybe if 2 people decide, if not, we can cut this early. We can wrap it up. We've been
we're at 120. All right, there you go.
Okay, perfect. All right, I appreciate that, folks.
There you go.
So, one low cap that I've been talking about for a while, and I want to bring this up for a specific reason, because I want to shill our VIP Discord group, because I've been talking about this thing, LDAO, which is liquid staking for Ethereum 2.0. Back when this thing was around 80-90 cents is when I got into this thing, and when I started talking to our VIP Discord group about this thing. So, folks, look, if you've been part of our VIP Discord, you could have gone into this thing below $1, and it's at $4.60 right now. So this is an example of some of the low. Dude, I think this was like 10-20 million when I first saw this. It was something crazy low like that. So this is an example of one of the projects we talk about on our group here. So yeah, keep that in mind. But let me bring you guys. Oh, okay. I just remember now. So this is the one I wanted to talk to you guys about. So Anchor, and it's not a super low capper, but I do like this one quite a lot. Okay, I just completely moved my fid level. Yeah, hold on. This is what I want to do. So let me fix these fid levels, and let me explain why I like this project so much. So, a few things here. Um, Anchor protocol, massive run up, massive correction. All right, we've been making macro higher highs and higher lows. This price structure, this macro structure, looks bullish. We're on a dip. What is this thing? Why should you guys care? Anchor protocol is a protocol that allows you to stake stable coins and earn 20% fixed APY. That is unheard of.
At all.
Look, if you were to put your money in a savings account in a bank, you're lucky if you earn 0.5% a year. With Anchor protocol, you could stake UST and earn again 20% APY a year. So again, as more money moves into crypto, as more people make profits, a protocol that allows you to earn high fixed yield on stable coins is going to become more and more attractive as this bull run matures. So I'm very, very bullish on this thing long term. It's part of the Terra Luna ecosystem, so it's native to the Terra Luna blockchain. It's not a super low capper, 325 million, but this is such an attractive protocol that I think this thing has plenty of upside in the future. And it's not quite on the scale of like maybe Aave, because Aave allows staking and yield on a bunch of different cryptos. Anchor is strictly only for UST stablecoin staking. But again, folks, a lot of people are going to be making a lot of money this year. A lot of people are going to be moving their money in stablecoins, and this thing is going to look insanely attractive once everyone in this market's made a bunch of money. So I'm very bullish on this thing long term.
There we go.
Anchor ANC.
I love it.
Yeah. Yeah. So with maybe we got.
So what's the chart? What's the chart saying here?
So with the chart here, the only real thing I would say here is that we're continuing to pull back. We have a fib level lining up very closely to a peak in volume. So here at about $5.15, $5.17.5, let's say just $5.20. So from $5.20 to $5.10, that's where I would place my buy orders for sure. Because look, in the short term, long way to the upside. We tried to break up, we couldn't. Market was like, we're not going up right now. So our next major cluster of volume and fib level is right at $5.10, $5.20. So that would be my first buy order. So let me actually highlight this so you guys can see this a bit more clearly.
Can I cut you off for a second?
Yeah, go ahead.
Is the market correcting right now, man? Are you seeing this?
The market is correcting.
Look at this. Let me just share my screen real quick. Look at this, guys. Are
Bitcoin
we back? Are Bitcoin we green again? Looks like we might be.
It looks like we are green. Yeah.
Looks like the Asian market's coming in to save the day again, guys. So let's see right now. We keep on pushing, but anyways, just want to bring it to your attention, guys. Sorry about that. Go ahead, champ.
No, yeah. So look, basically, if we continue to correct, these two clusters of volume is where I would place my buy orders, right above these volume areas. So those are the two places in which I would DCA into this thing. And honestly, what I would honestly do, because I like this thing long term so much, if I had $1,000 to invest and I wanted to allocate it to this, I'd put, let's say, $330 now, $330 here, and then $330 here. That's just the approach I would take. That's not necessarily what you have to do, just to get some exposure. Because over the long term, whether we correct further in the short term, what I want is that long term exposure. Because this thing, I think we're going to blow past. I think this thing is going to make new all-time highs for sure this cycle, and I think we're going to get into the billions of market cap. And I think we're going to see this thing in the tens of dollars. But I could be wrong. I'm just guesstimating here, right? I like the fundamentals, but maybe some other project comes in and offers 21% APY, and this thing, doesn't do well, right? So while I do like kind of the fundamentals, it's nothing in this market's a guarantee.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Thank you for bringing that up. I think a lot of people will find. Why do you laugh every time I say that? I actually mean that, man. I actually mean that. You think I'm making fun of you? I actually mean that.
Yeah, because I can't tell when you're being
See, that's the thing. I'm predictable, man. You'll never tell.
That's right. Yeah.
So yeah, man. I do agree. I think one of the things right now that we can also take a look at. What do you think? Seeing a bunch of things here, man. So everything is kind of a bit range bound. We're up kind of, 1%, 2%. Vechain is up again 1 point some%. Zilliqa is trying to push up again. Obviously, this is very short term, guys, so let's just not get too excited. But Bitcoin looks like it is pushing up. We're seeing some sort of upward nice volume here. I think the 4-hour candle might save us. This might save us eventually. So let's just see. Bitcoin Cash as well. Let me know if you want to talk about Bitcoin Cash here, guys. Bitcoin Cash already found us support at the 1,321. We're up right now 3.6% already, so maybe some of that money's flowing right into there. Keep in mind that we do have a lot to go still. What?
Uh, I don't mean to derail your thing, but I'm looking at Casper here.
Mm-hmm.
This is one project I brought to our VIP Discord group at under $2,
Mm-hmm.
and it's at nearly $19 right now.
That's right, guys. Guys, what are you doing? Guys, what are we doing here? Why don't you join our Discord yet?
Our
Why?
VIP Discord, yeah.
Come on, guys. So this is what you get. Look, Brendan's been the guy for all these low cap gems. He got me into a bunch of them. I made more money that I should have been if he didn't bring it up. This guy loves low cap gems, and I definitely steal a bunch of them from his end. So make sure you join the Discord, guys. We're always researching into these things. I can easily think or say we're a bunch of crypto geeks. Anything that looks remotely good, we definitely get into it. We will let you know about it, and we will also incorporate the technical analysis aspect of it and look at the charts. So, right?
Yeah, and look, also, any one of our calls could have paid for a VIP Discord group for like years. So, like literally, just take a look at any one of our calls, the timestamps, the price targets we talked about. If you got in then, we like almost all our. I'm not gonna say all of our calls, but I'm pretty sure. Actually, if we actually double check, like check for real, I'm pretty sure all of our calls have done well. But I haven't actually checked, so I'm not going to say that all of our calls have done well. But the vast majority of our calls have done very, very well. So any one of them would have paid for years of subscription. So if you guys want to check out our VIP Discord, check out our Patreon. Link for everything's down in the description below. But hey, man, sorry I cut you off. Let's talk about this.
That's fine. Do it one more time. Do one more time.
Go ahead, please.
No, I was just going through a bunch of charts here. Maybe look, Vechain again up 1.7%, trying to find that support at the 20 cent region, and I really think soon enough here. So this has been 2 hours and a bit more, so we might need to, I guess, if you guys want us to stay, let us know. We'll continue going, but we're just gonna run through these top market cap coins right away and see whatever we think about them. But this is on the 4 hour. Looks like Vechain is up 1.some%. We're trying to find that support at this level we just talked about in this live stream. Now it looks like this line here will act some sort of support as we downtrend. We're having some sort of a indecisive candlestick formation. So after you have that, after some sort of a downtrend, that's usually a good thing. That's where we're looking also at Bitcoin. Same thing. This 4 hour chart for this 4 hour candle could be saving us. A nice rejection to lower prices. Buyers came in right away and boom, on the spot. Now we're seeing some sort of a bullish sentiment at the moment. So let's see how that plays out. Ethereum as well, 1.8%. Looks like it is trying. Hey man, it's trying to find that support exactly where you said. So again, find the support at 3,941. Vechain, that's what we just discussed. 1 inch as well. So you'll see that the whole market kind of follows the same suit. Indecisive candle on the 4 hour after a massive drop, trying to find that support. Boom. Maybe Theta is the same thing. Again, indecisive candle, a lot of buying, rejection of wicks to the bottom. Again, what else would you guys take a look at? Harmony one, up 8%, 0.8%. Sorry, Doge going up 3%.
Yes. Also, we have an interesting proposition here. So eBay student says, "I will join and get others to join your Discord if you give end of May VeChain prediction, please." So maybe I can try and tackle that one. So look,
put your neck on the line.
I can't give you like a price prediction based off some arbitrary date, but what I can tell you is what would constitute or what we would need to see certain price targets. So let's say VeChain wanted to test all-time highs. What would VeChain need to do in order to increase the likelihood of that happening? Well, VeChain would need to get above or break out from this descending triangle. If and when VeChain flips, I'd say 22 cents, because we have a bit of volume, a bit above us too. So if VeChain could flip 22 cents from resistance into support, then in that case, I think the likelihood of retesting all-time highs eventually vastly increases. Until we can flip that major resistance level from resistance into support, then in that case, VeChain is still precarious and we could continue to downtrend. The most important support level I'm looking out for in the short term is kind of 19.5 cents here, this cluster of volume. If we start to break below that, very bad news bears. Vechain could break down further. So ultimately, we want to get above 22 cents. If we want to remain above 19.5 cents, they have a chance of even continuing to trend upward in the short term.
Can I be a little more aggressive here on my prediction?
Oh, please.
So if we bring it back here, I agree with you fully with what you just said. If you look at the macro picture, however, if you go and pull it all the way up, we're on the daily. We know what we're stuck in right now. We know where the base, the top resistance is. We know where the apex is. We know where the base is. We know where the support is. Slanted, more aggressive buying, more aggressive selling. We're going to meet at the apex. When we break out of a typical, something like this over here, we'll take the base of this triangle, put it at the presumed, somewhere close to where that breakout is. Holy, I'm having a hard time right now. And I think we will get somewhere close to the 40 cent region. So
we've been streaming for quite a while. It's all right,
we've been. Look, I love it, man. I love it. But at the end of what are we at right now? We're at the May 10th. Was he asking for at the end of May or at the end of
end of this month? I think.
So perfect. So right now it looks like maybe sometime here, if we're being a bit so we have 10 days maybe for the apex to start rolling in. We need to make a movement. Is that gonna give us an additional the 10 days remaining? Are these gonna get us all the way up there? We could look at Vechain here as soon as it breaks certain resistances. For example, this resistance over here, within 4 days we went up 97%. So is this going to get us all the way up here? And if we see at Vechain here, maybe at the breakout somewhere here, are we going to go up to that within 10 days? Could be up 64%. So Vechain already did a higher push after a breakout to lower levels. And right now, the higher levels of the 40 could be at 65% push. So we could go to the 40 cent, my friend. So
end of May, though?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I don't know about end of May.
I would say mid. I would say at least 30 cent. I would say at least 30 cent by the end of May.
Wait, are you saying 30? Your price prediction is off your line here. Was that 32 cent? Where was that again?
At least the all-time highs. So somewhere closer to 30 cent. But look,
Right,
man,
but
I'm gonna be aggressive here. 40 cents end of May.
40
That's
cents.
it. I said it.
Okay. All right. Okay. Interesting. I would Okay, that's an interesting choice.
Oh, that means you don't agree.
I think 32 cents. Oh, no, because I'm just going based off a few things here. So if we go back to my chart, height of our descending triangle, move to the breakout point. That takes us to 32 cents. We have a Fibonacci extension right there at 32 cents. So we have a confluence of reasons at 32%. 32 cents is reasonable. Although, again, what?
We're losing steam big.
Yeah, we've been at this for a while. I need water.
Oh yeah, me too.
So here's the thing. Maybe we should start to wrap it up here.
Yes, sir.
If we start to get maybe 10 likes, we can look at one more chart or something, wrap it up. If not, like if we can get to 140 likes, maybe or 150 likes, sorry. If we get to 150 likes, we'll keep going here. If not, I mean, we have been going on for quite a while.
Yes, sir.
Maybe while we wait to see if we can get to 150 likes, I want to ask you one question. If we don't get to 150, maybe we can finish off with this. If you had to choose to only hold, and I just like asking you arbitrary questions.
Mm-hmm.
If you had to choose to hold only 3 coins for the rest of this bull run, all right, only 3 coins, what would it be and why?
Damn. So like I said before, crypto.com, yes. Okay. Matic, and just because I've been just excited for no reason for Bittorrent's token, then yeah, I would say BTT, crypto.com. I literally just bought some of that additional. I added to my portfolio, and I would say easily Matic as well. I think out of everything, Matic would probably, for the next whatever year, so Matic would be the safest to go with here. But there's a lot of hype as well. A lot of people will chase that hype, but I think Matic is definitely changing the ecosystem. It's gonna become some sort of a pillar and the Ethereum ecosystem, and it will help with the interoperability of the whole ecosystem with other protocols as well. So I think it's going to bring a lot more liquidity to the system. It's going to help out a lot with the Ethereum virtual machine and taking some of that load off. And overall, I think a lot of these other protocols will definitely utilize it as a mechanism to connect properly to the Ethereum network, and just use it as a scaling solution. So Matic, definitely. Bittorrent, I like what Bittorrent stands for. I've been, I don't want to say it, but I did use Bittorrent back in the day. These guys have been they had the servers, they've been in the industry for a while. They know what file sharing is, they know what it takes, and they successfully ran the servers. So right now they have this new token that's gonna help overall, just tokenizing and decentralized file sharing. We do have Filecoin right now in the market. It's at some 9 point something billion dollar market cap. BTT right now is at somewhere close to $4.2 billion. It could 2x. That's pretty much it, just in terms of what the next big thing is. But I think file sharing is the next sector that we will all be looking at. Besides, DeFi still haven't really blown up yet, I think, in terms of what it can bring to the crypto financial services. And I think file sharing at one point is literally going to be the next biggest thing. Us having a decentralized file sharing server would probably be the biggest thing to ever exist in the crypto market, and I genuinely believe that. And at the end, crypto.com, I think, just like I said before, it's going to help the small guy, the small business, integrate properly into the crypto world. It's going to invoicing, financial settlements, Visa's using them, I believe, in terms of settling all these payments. They have a Visa reward card where you can earn if you stake your money or stake your crypto on crypto.com, you will earn rewards if you use their Visa. And it's just making it easier for the regular, typical, average Joe to get into the crypto market, it being a business, it being you, yourself, your dad, your mom, just your typical person. And crypto.com is definitely helping with that. So these would be my top 3 picks. Sorry for extending this too long.
No, those are very interesting choices. Not necessarily what I would have picked, but hey, look, that's very very interesting choices.
There we go.
I'll leave it at that. That is very interesting.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. We did not get to 150 likes, so I guess people don't want us to keep going. So that's okay. We've been going on for quite a while here. So if you want, man, we can start wrapping up a bit here.
Yes, sir. Let's do that. I'm hungry, man. Final words? Last words, guys. In the light of what's happening right now, stay smart. Do your own research. 1 hour a day. Understand how the crypto system works as a structure besides the hype, and it will definitely pay off. Just got here. What were your 3 picks? Holy shit. Hey, man. Just literally just go back 2 minutes ago, and you'll definitely find that. But yeah, I stay smart. There's a lot of BS in the market. Just be smart enough not to fall for it. I think there's it does look like it's gambling, because it is, majority of the people are, but once you understand the market, hey, don't cut me off, man. Once you understand the market,
okay, finish.
Excuse me, I'm not done.
Go ahead.
So that's pretty much it, man. That's it for me. They passed the 156 likes right now. Look, man, I'm hungry as hell.
All right, let's wrap it up with this. Right. I had something to say, but I forgot. Anyways, I'll say this. I'll finish off with what my 3 picks would be for the for the rest of this year. I would have to say, in terms of my safe pick, Chainlink, because Chainlink is very undervalued. So I would go with Chainlink, and then what would be my middle safe play? Interesting. I gotta think about that one, because there's so many coins in the middle.
Mm-hmm. I think
maybe
Decentr.
I would pick Decentr for my low cap jump, but then I'd probably pick something like Anchor Protocol, because that's kind of DeFi. So I'd go Chainlink, Anchor, and Decentr if I had to pick 3 coins. But maybe if I thought about it more, I might change that. But those I think are the 3 picks I would choose for kind of the rest of this year.
Definitely.
Yeah. So look, folks, thank you so much for tuning
Can I
in.
ask one last question real quick?
Like, subscribe, go ahead, hit that bell icon, share. Yep.
What do you guys think about us kind of like, let's see here, just stop the screen share at one point and just, just revealing the face behind the madness? Is that something you guys would like to see? Is that something that would, do you like this kind of content? Is there any feedback you'd give us? Let us know so we can improve and actually keep on working on this, because this is pretty fun for us to do. So thank you for watching. Thank you for sticking around. Hey, Jay, I saw you at the beginning. Yeah, man, look, man, you're the first message saying yes. And now you've been here for 2 hours or 40 minutes. You're the MVP. Thank you for watching. We appreciate you guys. Thank you for being a part of this. Anything else from your end, man?
No, take care, folks.
There we go. I gotta end it. I hate when this happens. Yes, there we go. Take care, guys.